Welcome to the UglyMugsPodcast. I'm your host, Quincy.
And your other host, Justin.
So let's start with what we're drinking today, because we actually both are drinking the same thing, because for once we got you to drink coffee.
Yeah, I'm sipping on it right now. I'm not going to do no ASMR thing.
Please don't. So we got Wicked Joe again. It's an organic fair trade. And this is their Bella Maria. It's described as sweet and seductive. Complex notes of chocolate, berry fruit, and citrus. I love that we're drinking a seductive coffee together.
Sweet, yes. Seductive, I can't taste it.
What does seductive taste like?
Not that.
So, what do you think?
I'm loving it. It what originally caught me was last week you guys tried it, and I was like, yeah, I'll try a little bit too. And the way you added your sweetener, Lauren added her sweetener. It tasted really good, and so I said, maybe next week I'll try coffee.
And I want to clarify, this is an unhealthy house. It is not sweetener. It is sugar.
It is sugar.
No. So yeah, you're happy with it though? You like it?
I'm drinking it.
All right.
Yeah, it's not making me go wow.
Okay. And you did a caramel creamer, and I did a French vanilla creamer.
Yeah.
It works with both very well.
Oh yeah.
I'm just more of a French vanilla person personally. This is another one you can get at Sprouts. It's non-GMO. It's USDA organic, and it's also part of the Fair Trade certified. So. It's good coffee all around.
Everybody gets their money.
Yeah, everybody gets their money. Everybody happy. Let's move on to the movies you watched last week.
Airplane and Creepshow. Creepshow was our first one. Very good. Both movies very, very good. There was a little downtime between segments because it was just go, go, go. Build up, go, go, go. Build up, go, go. Even an Airplane with what little it had.
So the reason we watched Creepshow was because we're doing Leslie Nielsen, and I wanted you to see his one serious role that I knew of.
The guy can play a villain.
He can.
And he did it well. The reason why is he did very, very snarky one-liners. And the snarky one-liners came off as very intimidating. There wasn't much to really think about as far as, oh, is he joking? Oh no, he's being evil.
And I think it's one of the best out of the sketches, but it's not my favorite one out of them.
Yeah,
it's Lauren's, but it's not mine.
Yeah, no, I preferred the, I would say the roaches probably.
Oh, the last one in the apartment.
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you think about the crate under the stairs?
That was a good one. That had a very good build, and then he was like, "Eat 'em, you bitch."
Now, what did you think about the one that starred Stephen King?
Oh, the
farmer
alien
with the moss and shit.
That was a good one. Oh,
goofy as shit.
Oh, you knucklehead, lunkhead.
Yeah, I think it was lunkhead.
But overall, it was a very good movie. Some very, very interesting tales. Made you think. Then, as soon as that movie was over, you showed me that you had the actual physical copy of it.
Yeah, I've got the comic, or whatever you want to call it.
The graphic novel-esque one? Yeah. And, I mean, I took a quick flip through it, and it was pretty to actual page.
I do believe that was made after the movie.
Oh.
So,
okay.
Movie happened then, Creepshow.
Then it was just like the comic.
Yeah.
And then Airplane. Going into it, I was told it was super satire, just all satire.
Doesn't take itself serious.
Does not take itself seriously. We never knew what happened to the guy that was in the taxi cab, do we?
He just kept sitting there.
He just sat there for $100 and some odd.
Yeah, if not more. It just kept running.
It just kept running. But the whole entire movie was really good. The returning jokes kept returning, but becoming more and more funny. Like, have you heard of our Lord and Savior, and then just getting bapped or kicked out of the way, and so on and so forth. Leslie, very good. And we had mentioned something as soon as that movie ended, where he would come in and we're all counting on you. Good luck. He did the same exact thing in Scary Movie 3 or 4.
I think it was 3 because it's the one with the aliens.
Okay,
and the ring
3.
and all that. Yeah.
Okay, but even so, he pops in, says it again, and I of course never saw Airplane, so I never knew about it.
I never made the connection because I suck. So
yeah, I mean,
Lauren made the connection.
To be fair, it's a very vague connection that you wouldn't really think about unless you saw both.
But Airplane is one of his biggest movies.
Yes, it is.
So
yes, it is. I would say so because it was very entertaining.
The sequel is not nearly what the first one was.
Yeah, and somewhere down the line, I'm hoping the Naked Gun and Naked Gun sequel Ooh, pardon me. Naked Gun sequels are on that list somewhere.
Yeah, we'll do that eventually. I think there's 3 of them total.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3 and 3/3.
Well, no, it's
1/3, 3 and 3/3.
And I think it's 22 and a half, and then it's 33 and a third or something like that.
Yeah,
It gets crazy.
it gets real crazy.
But that's the joke.
That's the joke.
So this week we had thrown around a few different things, and then the decision was kind of made for you what we were going to watch.
And I was okay with it.
Yeah. So I'm finally going to college. You're going back to college because we're going to do Revenge of the Nerds and National Lampoon's Animal House. And you said you've seen parts of Revenge of the Nerds, but not the whole thing, and you haven't seen anything of Animal House.
Nope.
Okay. I don't know which one we'll watch first yet. We'll leave that up to the other moviegoers. But with both of them, they're comedies, but there's still a story there.
Okay.
And this is good, like 80s raunchy comedy.
Late 80s, the raunchy, because it's National Lampoon. So I already have that mentality out there that there's gonna be something corny and cheesy.
Yeah, we're talking. You'll see him in Revenge of the Nerds. John Goodman, long before we'll see him in Roseanne. So like,
because Roseanne was like 93.
Roseanne started at the end of the 80s, like 88, 89, something like that, and ran into the 90s.
I'm just gonna double verify. I mean,
yeah, go ahead. But like, he's got. Like, everything looks different about him. He's so young. Like, you can see, like, the color of his hair is different.
Oh, wow,
you can
88.
see, yeah, 88. Okay, and then ran into the 90s until its revival. But, like, he's not even as big as he would be later on. And now he's lost a lot of weight. But, like, it's just, that's a good staple of, like, how early this movie is and how early both these movies are, actually.
Can I just say I really like John Goodman as an actor?
John Goodman's amazing. You need to see Red State. Because he's in that as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's Kevin Smith's, right?
Yeah, it's a serious one.
Yeah, okay. I'm keen to see that somewhere down the line.
Like, you can say Jersey Girl is a serious one because it has a real story to it, but it still has the jokes and stuff. But no, Red State is his serious movie.
Okay.
And then with Animal House, very, very young Kevin Bacon.
Ooh.
Very young Kevin Bacon. And he plays an asshole. So,
as one should, at least once in their career.
Oh, he's been an asshole a couple times.
He's been an asshole a couple times, but you said early, so would it be his first appearance as an asshole?
Probably. I mean,
I'm surrounded by
he's
assholes.
like college age. It makes sense that he's in a movie about college kids.
Oh, I'm surrounded by assholes.
I don't remember the movie, but he's in one where he plays like this troop leader for these like scouts, and he's just a prick to this one kid. The kid's getting bullied. And then he falls and almost dies and like breaks most of his bones and shit. And that kid has to go and like save him and take care of him and shit.
Aww.
And so he's kind of like, yeah, I was a prick. It's good. He also plays a good villain. He's the only reason I watched Super. And he's got a new TV show that I think he's the bad guy in that I want to check out.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you want to move on to from here? We have so much.
We have a lot.
Comic-Con happened.
Yes, we got it all pulled in. There's a lot to talk about.
San Diego Comic-Con came. It conquered with mostly movies, some television.
Cancelizations.
Yeah, well, cancelizations. I'm gonna say not quite the comic book news I would have hoped for. Comic books were kind of calm at this Comic-Con, but some amazing cosplays.
Oh yeah,
beautiful cosplays. I suggest everyone go and just check out Twitter and Instagram, and all the cosplays out there are amazing.
Concur. Critical Role had a panel, and I watched that, and they did a quick scan of all the people of the room. You usually only see maybe 2% of the entire audience is dressed up. This one had color. Like, so there was a lot of color in that audience, and I was wholesome.
Go ahead and pull up a search really quick because there's one specific one that just blew me away.
Got
and
it.
It's a Juggernaut cosplay. So just Juggernaut cosplay Comic-Con 2019. He looks like he jumped off the damn pages of the comic book. Just do like a image search. Hopefully that'll
got it, boss.
That'll hopefully work for it. Yeah. Like, look at that.
He's a big beefy boy.
That's amazing.
That is pretty good.
And then this one over here is the one of him actually at the con instead of like the
print. Oh.
Yeah. So the one you just pulled is from someone's Twitter, but I don't think it's that guy's Twitter.
I mean, it still took the picture.
Yeah, so we pulled up.
That's a nice and...
Yeah, it's amazing. How did you pull it up? It was go back to your search so I can tell them what to search for.
Juggernaut SDCC 2019 cosplay.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, there's other good ones, and we're looking at a Darkwing Duck one here, so definitely go check that out. But
speaking of which, they also had a panel.
Yep, because he showed up in what's it called? DuckTales.
Yeah,
and we'll hopefully be getting a show.
Well, the DuckTales was what had.
Yeah, that was what had the panel. Yeah.
And what else we got? There was a Gizmo Duck cosplay.
Really?
It was so good.
So I would love to go and cosplay, and I would love to just go to San Diego Comic-Con. Now, the one thing I run into an issue with is like with this Juggernaut guy or with the Scarecrow one that was there. The Gizmo Duck one is very practical, but with the other ones is because he's got those big fake hands on, he can't grab anything the entire day.
Yeah,
he can't pick anything up he wants to buy, pick up anything that's free.
Wait,
he can't even hold a drink to his mouth.
Hold on. That's why I think like it's detachable because they look like they're just straight up detachable from here. Oh. So you detach it and then you like hide things in there.
That'd
like
be
a bottle
cool.
of water.
Pop open the chest and just fill it with stuff. It's just nothing but pockets.
I mean, shit. I did that with my fucking Punisher cosplay. I had fucking bottled water where the magazines go. Oh no!
It's a little Juggernaut
Escape
kid.
Juggernaut.
Yeah, the Escape Juggernaut from Deadpool 2, and he's holding a Deadpool doll like he's gonna rip it in half. I love it. Okay, sorry. Back to the Comic-Con news. Definitely check out the cosplays though. They're a rabbit hole you'll fall down and not return from quite some time.
For a while, and then you'll be like, oh, why is it 3 a.m? But yeah, there was a lot of good ones. Oh, that's a good Kitty Aari. That's a good one.
I feel like I'd be bumming into shit with all that behind me, though.
Right. ADD. Right. That was a rabbit hole I didn't want to fall into.
So, do you want to start with Marvel?
Let's start Marvel.
So, Marvel Phase 4 was announced.
And everything was pretty much pulled in.
Yeah, we knew a lot of this was coming, like Guardians of the Galaxy 3. We knew Black Widow was happening. But
Thor, Love and Thunder.
Well, we knew there was going to be another Thor, or we had rumors of another Thor, but this is actually confirmed. It's going to be Love and Thunder, and we're going to get female Thor with Natalie Portman. And then there's a lot of things we knew were coming, but he confirmed we are getting Fantastic Four,
and I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited for hopefully one that does not.
I'm just worried that's where Keanu's going. I'm worried he's going to be Mr. Fantastic, and not because I think he's bad for the role, but because I think he's so good that there's just so many other roles I also want to see him in.
Yeah. Just recently, I mentioned this before, I had read Moon Knight. Him as Moon Knight.
Yeah, him as Moon Knight.
The end.
That's what I want. There's also a lot of theories that he may be Adam Warlock for Guardians 3.
I don't want
it. Plus, I mean, you're going to cover him up with that much CGI and paint.
And blonde again?
He's never been blonde. That's the problem.
I don't know. Wait, who? Warlock or?
No, Keanu.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because you even mentioned Constantine was
supposed to be blonde and British, and he was neither.
Yeah, so it's like...
I don't think you would look at him as blonde anyways.
What about him as Silver Surfer?
I think he's got the acting chops to get it through, and it's a very emotionless character until he like breaks away from Galactus. I think the problem is yet again that's a lot of CGI and stuff to hide him behind, and I don't want to see any actor having to be hidden behind that stuff. But
I get you.
Like the fact that they cast Gyllenhaal for Mysterio, my first thing was, oh crap, that means a lot of Mysterio with the helmet off. Because they want you to see Gyllenhaal. They want you to hear Gyllenhaal. They don't want to hide Gyllenhaal. And I'm like, you need to... And not that there's anyone that should be hidden, but there's a lot of actors who are, they're costume actors.
Yeah, but put on that fish dome, put on the smoke,
yeah.
Leave them. Don't mess with it.
The guy they had play Silver Surfer last time, that's what he does. He does a lot of these characters. He's the one with the eyes and the hands in Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
He's... Abraham and the Guillermo del Toro Hellboys. He's also the fish thing in Guillermo del Toro's Shape of Water, so you basically put the same character twice. He does a lot of those CGI heavy prosthetic characters.
Thin prosthetics.
Yeah, because he's very thin. He's very tall.
Yeah.
He actually plays like the Gaunt Man in John Dies at the End, who's pretty much just described as being this like tall, lanky Gaunt Man.
Interesting.
So, I just worry about them picking Keanu for something that requires you to hide him because I think they're going to look for an excuse to show him.
Yeah. I would, with the current uprising, that's the best way I can really put it, of Keanu's popularity, because he's a wholesome person.
Yeah.
And there's no hiding on what he is doing right
Did you hear about, I think he's filming in Louisiana, what he did with the fan?
now. No.
So he's filming, I think, Louisiana, and a fan went out and put up like a sign about him being breathtaking or something like that on their fence. So he came up and signed the sign and then took photos with them. Yeah.
God damn, we are too damn good for we don't deserve him.
That's what you meant. Yeah, we're not too good for him.
No,
he's too good for
he's
us.
too good for us. I'm sorry.
But
I was
a lot of
thinking
it was
words.
a lot of Marvel stuff was things we saw coming. The cancellation of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., we knew it was coming.
Sucks.
Agent Coulson already came out and said that he felt it was going to end with season 7. So no surprises there. But one of the big surprises, one of the things we didn't see coming, was we are getting a Blade movie.
Wesley Snipes says it's okay for this actor.
I actually have his quote.
Oh yeah, give me that.
Hold on. Let's first talk about who's going to play him.
Oh,
So it's Ali, the guy that played Cottonmouth in Luke Cage.
correct.
And you asked me how I felt about this. And my issue is he's already an actor in the MCU.
So that's where you're like, eh. As for me, I actually find him to be a fine replacement over under, just because you got to figure he's going to be putting on fangs, he's going to have the shades. I'm going to say that.
I think he'll look great.
Oh, he'll look great, but you're
And
just
he's a
saying
hell of an actor.
You're just saying same actor, no.
Yeah, I get it. There's only so many actors. It's going to happen. And I'm kind of glad they picked him over someone else just because, spoilers for season 1 of Luke Cage, Cottonmouth is dead.
Yeah.
So he's no longer needed over there.
Yeah.
We're never going to have to worry about him playing 2 people on the same screen.
Oh.
You know? But you asked me about Wesley's quote. So Wesley actually typed up a whole thing.
Something about daywalkers.
To all the daywalkers
Yep.
losing their minds right now, chillax. Although the news comes as a surprise, it's all good. Such is the business of entertainment. Much peace to the MCU crew, always a fan, which tells me he's actually a comic book fan.
I think so,
Because he wanted to play Blade. He wanted to bring Blade back, and he originally wanted to play Black Panther. But he's been dealing with trying to be Black Panther for years.
too. Yeah.
So he goes, honor and respect to the Grandmaster Stan. Congratulations and salam to Ali. A beautiful and talented artist whose expressions I look forward to experiencing for many years to come. Inshallah, we will someday work together. Most importantly, to my loyal fans, the incredible outpouring of love and overwhelming. I am grateful for the never-ending support. So not fret, not worry. It's not the end of the story. Welcome to the Daywalker clique. So I love that he was like that, because I know that this character was a big thing for him and that he's been trying to see about getting back into it. Despite whatever was said, whatever feelings there are about Blade 3, I think it's just all good. You know, the way he's reacting is great. Hopefully they give him a cameo. I'd love to see him
Be like a tired vampire sitting in the back.
something, yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping that he gets a...
Hell, make him be one of the cops trying to take Blade down, whatever the story ends up being.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think the only thing I worry about with Ali is I don't know if he has a background in martial arts at all. Because if he doesn't, that means it's going to be a lot for him to learn. Because like Wesley came in knowing that stuff. Because he already practices it. If he already practices it, that's great. Because it's less work he has to do. But it's just I know that shit can be very trying on someone. To have to sit there and learn all that. And you're pulling it up trying to see.
I'm just trying to see if he does know a little bit of fighting.
Yeah. It's not really... I'm seeing things about that he's a rapper and stuff like that. I'm like, okay.
Acting, music, film, education. Yeah, I don't know. Wikipedia doesn't have much on whether or not he can fight, but I'm not going to put anything past him. I'm sure he'll be fine.
I mean, I really like him.
Yeah.
He was in Hunger Games. He was in Green Book. Green Book is one I really wanted to see that I didn't get to see. Yeah, he voiced Aaron Davis or the Prowler in Spider-Verse. So
now you can't say that because now there's just Spider-Man Spider-Verse, not Into the Spider-Verse. So
what do you mean there's just Spider-Man Spider-Verse?
Oh no.
I mean there's the Spider-Verse comic.
No, that's the new movie. I thought you had that, my friend. Not Into the Spider-Verse, but there is another just straight up Spider-Man Spider-Verse, and it was just no. I saw that.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Hold on. Continue on with what you were saying.
I don't remember what I was saying now. Like, you just, like, spazzed out about me saying Spider-Verse. I'm telling you, I don't think it's a thing.
I should have sworn I saw it.
Yeah, I mean, I know that there's the Spider-Verse comic, and then there's Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay, because it was a forward-facing shot by looking at someone else's legs. They were holding a mask.
This is the one problem with the internet, is everyone makes amazing things and puts them out there.
And it's hard to tell if it's real.
And it's hard to tell if it's real or not. You know how many trailers I've seen for the Friends reunion?
Oh.
You know,
okay. Maybe that's what I got caught up in.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to do a sequel. There's no way they're not going to.
Oh, yeah. They would make so much money off that.
But, you know, it's one of those things of, like, you know, you probably saw someone's, like, mock-up that they're hoping for.
I should have sworn I got the full on that, but okay. All right, yeah, whatever.
Or it could have been a comic cover, too.
Oh, it could have been. I mean,
because there is a tie-in comic to the Spider-Verse. Because look, there's that right there. That's the tie-in comic. There's more than just that, but that's one of the tie-in comics.
Oh.
So, but yeah, Marvel. I don't want to say they went hard because they did though. Like they brought a lot to Hall H. They really used our Hall H time well. But at the end of the day, it's like so much of it we already knew was coming.
We did, but then
they got a few good ones in there, like with Blade.
Yeah.
Oh, that was something I wanted you to pull up. Go ahead and pull up Taskmaster for the new Black Widow movie, so you can see what I'm talking about.
I worry. Here we go.
So we were told, just hit images.
Yeah.
It's that one right there.
This one?
Yep. So we were told that there's a Black Widow movie. We knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I totally don't agree with them releasing it now because I totally think they only did it because it's a safe movie to make now because it's like everyone wants to see her one more time.
Yeah.
And they announced that Taskmaster's going to be in it, which I really think should have been a character that should have
already had something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't like it.
The first mock-up. If you guys just type in Taskmaster Black Widow and hit images, it is literally the first image. It's also like the third and fourth, and like it shows up multiple times.
I just want to get a better, clearer image, but it's a pain in the ass.
Well, this is all they showed at San Diego Comic-Con, so.
Yeah, I know.
He looks like someone went onto the set of Ant-Man 2 and went, "Hey, are you?" That's from the game.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Fuck, because that actually looks kind of cool.
Yeah,
it looks futuristic.
That's the new game. He shows up in the Spider-Man game if you'd finish fucking playing it.
I'm sorry, I'm playing freaking Assassin's Creed Origins.
Look at that.
Yeah, okay.
I would love that.
That looks pretty boss. If the eyes had like a white shading around it.
Yeah. So he looks like someone walked onto the set of Ant-Man 2 and went, "I'm going to take this extra ghost costume you have." And then walked over to any of the Avengers or Captain America movies and went, "Hey, you guys done with the shield?" And went and painted them and went, "Here, wear this." That's what the costume looks like.
Kind of.
It's crap. I'm already not that invested in this movie just because I don't like the fact that Marvel waited so long to do it until they felt it was like safe to make it.
Wait for Netflix? Is that what I'm gathering from?
Well, we'll never go to Netflix, but
oh, well, okay. Wait for Disney Plus then.
Yeah, probably. That was another thing. They announced a bunch of release dates for Marvel Disney Plus stuff.
They hit a lot of
that are set 2 and 3 years from now.
Yeah, well, something.
So we're still getting Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think, at launch, but then we go into the other ones like Loki and Wanda and Vision, and those are set to like come out in like 2021, 2022.
Yeah.
So they're only dropping one of them this year. After telling us at launch we're gonna have all this Marvel stuff, and now it's like at launch you're having one Marvel thing, and then the cinematic universe.
Hopefully.
Well, no, they're saying the cinematic universe will be there.
Well, I mean, hopefully more as far as, because by the time it rolls around, that all of it's gonna release. By the time it's all finished up, they must have more projects. They must have something.
No, I'm talking at launch though.
I know,
which is only 4 months away.
Yeah, I mean, they also didn't have much. Well, they could have started up on it beforehand.
However, from what I understand, Anthony Mackie has gone in for his first fittings for a Captain America costume. So I'm kind of excited to see that. Okay. Like, I'm kind of hoping he snuck a phone on to the fitting so he could take photos.
Yeah.
Loki is confirmed to be in that alternate timeline caused by the Tesseract thing, which means I am not invested in this at all because it no longer matters.
I mean, I'm interested to see how it turns out just because it's a universe where, spoilers, Loki doesn't die.
Yeah, but it's a universe that doesn't affect anything else.
Look. I like Tom Hiddleston. I love.
They should have just brought him back with the snap.
You're right. I'll give you that.
You're
one.
right. You're right in saying the snap undid the other snap. You're wrong in saying the stones couldn't bring him back.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I have been thinking about a lot. I'm very much considering writing a book about like all the plot holes that having the stones could have fixed without having killed Tony.
Actually, yeah.
They could have even saved Black Widow.
Yeah.
Since time travel doesn't affect the future, you just have to time travel back to right before she jumps off, grab her, time travel to the future. You have the same one in a sense there now. She'll still technically die, but she's alive because you never change time.
Fuck. You just created
Done.
the entire fix, and then you had Steve Rogers staying back, and
He wanted to do that. That's fine.
That's fine, but at the same time, what about the one that went back but never managed to stick it through? Like,
wait. If he goes back, how could he guarantee he'd end up in that future? Since you can't change the future, but by going back, therefore him showing up in the future changes the future.
That's what I'm saying, just with less words.
Fucking Russos.
This is why I don't like time travel in movies that try and say, "Oh, that's Back to the Future." Back to the Future at least explains it.
Thank you. We'll move on from this. This is a debate for another time when I have time to really get raged and.
But
not
I love
blow.
Tom. I love Tom Hiddleston.
I do too, and I'm excited for what he'll do outside of Loki as well. I'm not just here going, "Well, I need him more for Loki." I would definitely want him more for Loki, but he's one of those actors who I want to follow his career.
He was one of the very few that got a good pop in the crowd at Hall H.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Loki.
So, and other Marvel news, they're celebrating 80 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a big milestone.
You realize that means I've only been alive for a little over a quarter of their existence?
I have been 3/8.
That's insane.
That is very insane. Call it that.
So since we're talking about their 80th anniversary, Arcade 1-Up.
Now, I love arcades. We both love arcades.
Fuck yeah.
I've played all 3 of these games. They are making an arcade cabinet. Only 8,000 units are going to be sold, and that's it. It involves Marvel Superheroes, which is Marvel vs. Capcom 1 technically, X-Men Children of the Atom, the beat-em-up game that everyone can enjoy, and The Punisher, also known as The Punisher and Nick Cage.
Nick Cage? You mean Nick Fury?
Nick Fury. My brain just shut off for like 2 seconds. We were just talking about Luke Cage.
Oh, which is actually where you got Cage from.
Yep.
Oh, that's great. So it's a full-size cabinet, despite this extremely tall man making it look very small.
Yeah.
Their advertisement.
And also original joystick. I cannot express how good those joysticks will feel if ever we buy one of those. But the only downside is we ain't got the money for it.
Yeah, there's only 8,000 being made.
Yep.
They are $399.
$399, and it's a website exclusive, so you can only get it on there. And it's not that far away. Delivers in November.
Yeah. They are not able to be purchased just yet, right?
Yeah, pre-order.
Yeah, they're on pre-order. So you can pre-order them now. Look through those photos. It's fucking beautiful. It lights up and everything. They came up with all new art in the sense that it wasn't the art of the old machine, but it's art from like the games and stuff like that.
Thanos is holding all the stones within one hand, not on.
I want to see what the other side looks like.
Or
does it look the same?
Looks pretty much the same, but that looks pretty.
The button section straight up looks like it's comic book panels,
and then the buttons have the punch up top, kick on bottom. Oh, I love it.
People would never see us again. We would put that right here in the recording room and disappear.
And then whenever we would record. We didn't have very much talk today, so you're just gonna hear the clicking of the buttons.
Yeah, because we would have started the recording with a stick from across the room.
Yeah, all right.
They have plenty of other arcade machines. They've got Pac-Man. They've got Street Fighter 2. They've got Galaga. They've got a great TMNT cabinet.
They also have like a multi one.
And their prices aren't always this high. Yeah, they've got multi ones. Their prices aren't always as high. Like the TMNT one, I do believe is only $299 rather than the $399.
Where is it?
I'm not. It's not on this page.
Arcade cabinets.
Ramp page.
Nothing.
Maybe they don't have it anymore.
Oh, Well, that's depressing.
Um,
And they even sell replacement parts. So in case you already have a cabinet, they do really well at replacement pieces.
or in case you just smack the buttons till they don't exist anymore.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Star Wars one I would love to get. I would love all these, actually.
The only one I wouldn't probably get is probably Galaga.
I love Galaga.
I know you love Galaga. I'm not a big fan. That's just me, though.
And I love Rampage, Gauntlet, Joust.
These, yes. The Street Fighter 2 collection, yes. Pac-Man, yes.
I'm surprised the Gauntlet one doesn't sell more with the success of Ready Player One, because Gauntlet was a big thing. It's the first trial.
I like Gauntlet. Gauntlet's a fun game. I just watched SDGQ of this year, and they had a...
Oh, sorry, not Gauntlet. Joust. Joust is what's a big deal in Rampage, not Gauntlet, which is still in the same... damn it. Ready Player One.
Yes.
Joust is what's been a big deal in Ready Player One, not Gauntlet. My bad.
Oh, okay. Well,
but it's still available in the Rampage machine.
I just watched Gauntlet on SDGQ and the race, and holy cow, that game's got a lot of randomness.
Yeah.
For 80 levels.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact: did you know that the reason why Pac-Man crashes when you get to the final level is because they didn't expect anyone to get that high, so they just didn't finish it.
Yeah, it's a score roundings.
They've also got Golden Tee, which is probably the one I wouldn't buy.
Okay, yeah, Golden Tee I also don't think I would. No.
I don't care about playing golf. Centipede.
And then the Star Wars one. That looks really... I've never seen this.
I've seen the game. I don't recognize the cabinet, so it's probably a redesign.
Yeah.
Because it's 3 games. Because it's also Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
They're the Atari ones.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here was more. There we go.
Oh, wow.
Space Invaders.
Final Fight, yo! Ghosts and Ghouls, yo!
Karate Champ.
And then a few others in that one as well.
Yeah, go ahead and scroll down more. See if there's...
No parts.
I'm telling you, they had a TMNT one. Maybe they don't sell it anymore, but they used to have a TMNT one.
Yeah, maybe it would have been, what is it called, a limited as well?
Maybe, yeah.
Damn.
Now, they're calling it full size, but if you scroll back up...
It's 5 feet.
Yeah, this is the company that you can currently buy.
For the sit-downs.
Yeah, they've got the smaller ones at Walmart.
Oh, okay, it comes with the riser.
Yeah, you have to buy a riser to make them full size. But the Marvel one is actually being sold as full size because I think they just extended the bottom so that you have that full... Yeah, if you look, it's got a Marvel paneling at the bottom. So that's why it's full size.
Oh, yeah,
same thing with the Star Wars one.
Special edition with custom riser. Yeah. Interesting. All right. DC, or do you want me to hit this real quick?
You can hit this. Go ahead.
Okay. This is actually making me want to go back to Overwatch. Super strong. For those who don't know, Overwatch very periodically releases new champion or heroes. This new one, I like Mad Scientists. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I love it. And the trailer that I showed Quincey made him go, huh, he's kind of cool. And I was like, I know, right? His name is Sigma. And he's a mad scientist that wants to control gravity down to the finest degree. But he got in trouble somewhere and then joined the evil variant of Overwatch called Talon. And his abilities are super neat. He's a tank defender, a brawler, if you will. And it's making me want to go back.
And the way you know he's true evil is he's barefoot.
He is barefoot, and toward the bottom of his feet, it looks like he's wearing a bit of straitjacket.
Yes.
Which I'm just like, okay, I see you.
I did realize I have one last Marvel news. And it's just that Far From Home has cleared $1 billion worldwide.
Making it number 3 to do it in 2019.
Yeah, and making it number 1 from the Spider-Man movies.
Hey!
Yep, it beat all the other Spidey films.
This is the year for Spider-Man. Because you got the number 1 action game.
Yes. You
got the number 1 Spider-Man flick overall.
Yes.
You know, it's
although sadly, Into the Spider-Verse isn't this year. Otherwise, it could have been number 1 animation.
I thought it was January, February.
No, Spider-Verse came out last year.
Really?
I'm going to go 98% sure that it came out last year. Let's see.
Okay, it did.
December 14th.
Okay. All right.
I saw it in January, but still.
Yeah, I did too, and I thought it did dawn in January, but okay.
Huh. Yeah.
Okay.
Your timeline's all wonky.
Yeah. By a month. Oh well, life will go on. But I watched this guy's abilities, and I like him. He's a very interesting character. When he speaks, you hear small pianos playing from time to time, and you hear
He swallowed a jukebox.
pretty much, and then you hear his own voices when you ult, just yelling at him, and I'm like, God, why can't more characters have like actual mental disabilities to them? Like, I don't mean make every one of them have it. I'm just saying, why can't more have this sort of thing? Because now I'm interested to hear more about him.
Mhm.
I just enjoy that sort of
Now,
thing.
I don't really know much about Overwatch. Isn't it a shooter? Kind of.
6v6 capture point kind of thing.
Okay.
That's its main thing. There is, of course, payload where you push the cart or try to defend the cart from being pushed.
Team Fortress 2, yeah.
Yeah, Team Fortress 2. But better. I've put 1,500 hours. I can say that.
So how do you fight the other players?
Elaborate.
Okay, how do you get rid of a player from the enemy team from the area you're trying to take over?
With Sigma or anyone?
Anyone.
With their guns. They all have like a gun or a
So they have guns.
Yes.
How do you do it with Sigma? Because I'm not seeing a gun.
Sigma, these two balls.
Yes.
It acts like a burst. He just flicks his wrist and shoots them both out. 1-1. And when they hit, they each do a pretty fair amount of damage.
Okay.
But it does more if both hit the target. And with that, it does a slight bit of knockback, creating, if they're moving in a forward motion, it stops them. So that way they can be, held down for a brief second.
And then does he just pull out 2 more?
And then he just crushes his hand and you see 2 more appear.
Okay. That's what I was confused about, because I'm pretty sure I've seen people using guns in this, and I don't see a gun on him.
Yeah, to be fair, Zenyatta, another one that uses balls. He has these balls in a Buddha chain, if you will, and he just flings them out.
Okay.
Everyone else pretty much has guns. Everyone else pretty much has guns after that. And then you have, oh God, what is her name? Oh God.
I wasn't sure, because I've seen play of this, just not much.
Moira, who uses her hands.
Okay.
She makes stinky.
Well, it looks like that guy over there uses a katana.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Genji has shurikens that come out of his hand. I would count that as a gun.
Because he's projectiling them.
Yeah, he just flings them, but they come out of his hand, and he puts them back in his hand, and it's like, I would consider that a gun. He just throws them he's throwing the bullets, but Moira uses stinky hand.
Okay.
And then Brigitte, I guess, doesn't have a gun. She has a mace.
Yeah, okay, so melee is a thing, too. Yeah. I feel like that makes the game more difficult. Everyone's able to hit you from a distance, and you have to run up to them.
It's like a flail. It kind of stretches out.
Okay.
And then one of her special abilities is she throws it overhead, causing knockback, so you can push people off.
Okay.
And then you got Lucio, who doesn't technically use a gun. It's sound waves. Physical.
But it's a projectile type thing.
Yeah, it's a projectile.
Okay. All right. That was it. I was confused on that.
But his ultimate is he creates a black hole on a surface, creating everyone to go up into the air because it's like an antimatter, and everyone's stuck up in the air while your entire team can just crawl onto them and just beat them up. I'm like, okay, but while he does it, he's having a mental breakdown, which is kind of interesting.
Then you have the hamster who's in like a
wrecking ball.
Yeah,
that's his name.
He's got guns.
Yeah,
on the side of that. So
yeah.
Okay. That's all I had about that.
Okay. But yeah, I'm interested to see more about this character. I love the Overwatch's story. They're thinking about doing a comic book too.
It's kind of the new thing for these games. League of Legends did it, and there's been a few others that have done it, so it makes sense. Well, what do you want to move on to? Well, since we're talking about video games, let's move on to this. We had talked about this, about a month ago? It was the beginning of summer.
Yeah, month-ish.
Yeah, so about a month ago. We talked about Rocket League, and then we went and tried it and realized we enjoy it, but we're no league people. There's no way. But they just debuted the next one, which they had teased earlier on. We knew it was coming, but it's actually available now. And that's Kit from Knight Rider.
Oh,
back and
so
forth.
nice. It's so nice. It looks good.
Yeah, it does look pretty good. I mean, it still very much looks like it belongs in Rocket League, but you also very much know that it's Kit from Knight Rider.
Yeah.
It's another one I would buy. I just currently am not spending money on games. I'm being a lame-o.
Same, to be fair.
So, is there... I know that they did the wrestling ones, like the Macho Man.
Wrestling one's coming out a little bit later.
Wrestling ones are still to come up? Okay, so that's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, what was coming up next? So wrestling is what we're looking forward to next. Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cool. They should do a Slim Jim one so that you can have like Slim Jim wheels on the Macho Man car.
I don't know if they can get the rights to that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Macho Man is ready for anything.
So I would definitely rock Kit though.
I would rock it.
I was telling you I wanted the 18 van, and you're not sure whether or not they have it, but you thought you saw some rims.
I saw some rims, and I tried looking them up, and I couldn't find it. But I should have sworn I saw something 18 related, but I couldn't find nothing on nothing. Hopefully they do, because that would be a nice thing to add.
I think so. Let's go ahead, and I've got a few more video game things, but I really want to talk about shoe news.
It's shoe news.
You're still working on it. You'll get there.
We'll get there.
So Nike is like the Nike's both our stories tonight, actually, because we have two shoe newses.
Yeah.
Nike. Let's start with these ugly. These ugly shoes.
I mean, this isn't this one here isn't bad. The Squidward variant isn't bad.
No, the weird flail, like it's like lifting off the shoe. Like I'm gonna get caught on shit. You see that?
No.
Okay, so where the laces come in, and it's got the points.
That.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, could you imagine bringing your foot down, like, next to, like, a chair that's got, like, that piece of wood that goes across? That would get caught and just pull your whole shoe upward.
I think it'd be fine.
Nah, I don't like it. They did it on the Patrick ones and the SpongeBob ones, too.
Patrick? Oh, Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick.
That's
Mr. Krabs.
Yeah. Okay, if you couldn't guess what we're talking about SpongeBob SquarePants. So, when you sent this to me.
Yes.
And I said, out of all the things you can send me, you send me more of this.
Yes.
I'm okay with the designs. They look fine. You're right about this thing, the thing in the front.
Yeah.
I'll admit it's a bit weird, but I'm not saying it's bad. The color schemes match the characters. Well,
like, yeah, the design, like, was well thought out from making it the character, like, themed like the characters and whatnot.
Yeah.
Granted, I feel like they could have done more with the brown for SpongeBob.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it very much you look at the shoes, you know which each character is, and and then you look in on the inside at the soles, and it actually shows you the character's face. My problem is that they're just ugly. Yeah. I would not wear these.
And the other downside.
Yeah. They're $110, which actually isn't bad for Nikes and for something like this. That's $130 for the Squidward, $130 for Patrick. 130 for SpongeBob because it's the style issue. So then Mr. Krabs and Sandy are the 110 because of the style being different.
Oh, interesting.
When do they come out?
Oh, sorry.
I know that's this year.
August 10th.
So yeah, SpongeBob fans, Nike fans, both fans. You can get yourself some interesting shoes.
And as I said, they don't look bad. You just don't like this.
No, I think they look bad.
Oh, okay. I don't. I think they actually look, as far as shoes,
I would not look at these on someone and go, nice shoes, man. I would look at these and go, oh, you got the SpongeBob shoes. And leave it at that because I don't want to hurt their feelings. Although they've now listened to this and know that I think their shoes are ugly. Your shoes are ugly.
I don't know. I like the Squidward pair. Like, as far as light blue on a pair of shoes, I think they're fine.
How do you feel about the brown to represent a shirt?
No, it's fine. It's like a bronze.
It's gonna show all the dirt because it's such a light color.
Yeah, it is. That part I'm not gonna take away from.
Like, I don't know what I did, but I got something on my shoe that is showing up on the black part, and I'm like, how did I manage that one?
I don't know. Also another thing for me is the actual ankle area is too short for me, so that's
fucking
not
half boot thing.
I love boots. I would wear boots all day if I could.
So August 10th, go get yourself some ugly SpongeBob themed shoes.
Or some okay ones.
These are actually like, what I love is that these are not inspired in any way because it's got the characters in there. These are legit. Nickelodeon and them signed a deal. You didn't realize Mr. Krabs one has a squashed plankton on the side.
That's a funny little niche, I will admit.
And it's got money running throughout it because money. I like money.
SpongeBobby boy, I'm overdosing on ketamine. I'm sorry, I had to. All right.
Now we got more shoe news. You're
I
trying
know,
to move on.
I didn't move on. I clicked the wrong thing. Shut up. So,
At Comic-Con.
at Comic-Con, I've only seen the first 2 seasons of Stranger Things. I still need to watch the
I
third
have seen
one.
one episode.
I recommend it. It'll suit your needs.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's all inspired by Stephen King. It
we-
looks amazing. It's 80s. It's nerd. I love it.
We also noticed the earlier this afternoon we went to Zia and we noticed the Stranger Things D&D set, and I was actually like, I have the money, I could, but do I really want to? Because it's a very good starter kit for those wanting to get into D&D. There is the $30 Stranger Things starter kit, and it has a very good, very very well written 1st to 5th level adventure. So if you're thinking about getting into D&D, there's the Stranger Things ones if you're a big fan of Stranger Things as well. And also
It comes with a little figure of the Demogorgon, too.
2 of them.
Oh, 2?
One with a closed mouth and one with an open mouth.
Oh.
Yeah.
For those extra detailed D&D sessions.
Yeah. Always enraged, plop. Or, oh, there's 2 of them.
And only one's enraged.
Yeah, and
Plop.
this season introduces another character, not going into any detail on that, but I got mildly spoiled on it. That they are hinting that they might make a Stranger Things D&D Essentials starter kit too.
That'd be cool.
But speaking of essential kit, there is another essential kit at Target for $25.
I made myself think of something a minute ago when I was doing the voice thing. Oh, and he's enraged. I made myself think of MST3K.
Well, I still haven't
Chief
seen very many.
McCloud.
I need to watch more of that because I've only seen maybe 5 things from
They're-
them, including their riff tracks for Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Was it 2? Was it 1?
I don't remember. No, it was 1. It was 1.
Okay.
Yeah. We also The Room. We watched the riff tracks for The Room.
That's right. So 6 things then.
Actually, if you want to watch some of them, Pluto TV, not a sponsor. Well, we should work on that.
Yeah.
They've
we
actually
need
got a riff tracks section, and they've got a MST3K section. It only ever plays a couple different ones at a time, and they'll play those same ones on repeat for a while. But it's a way to see some of them. Or you can go buy the sets, but that gets pricey. Riff tracks themselves, though, are pretty cheap, and they're constantly doing sales. Most of our riff tracks we've gotten for like a couple of dollars because they're just always doing sales. And with the app being like it being on my phone where I can just pull it up, it's actually pretty cool. Sorry, back to
back to the
Strange
original
Things.
subject.
My bad.
So
Chief McCloud.
Nike is doing another thing, but this time with Stranger Things, and this shoe is stark white.
Yeah, this
And-
was only at Comic-Con though.
Yeah, and I don't even want to look at the price tag. I
want to. I want to
Okay.
see it.
But first, there are hidden messages all over this.
Yes.
The inside, the tongue, you have to take a lighter to reveal some of it.
The sole actually
The
comes
sole
out of the
com-
shoe.
Yeah. Oh my god, it is.
It's got writings and drawings on it, and then there's writings in a different language in the left shoe, and there's writings in English in the right shoe.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, it all is references to stuff for the next season.
And I'm just like, holy cow.
This,
This is a strong.
they actually look pretty good.
They look really good. I like how they have this on there. How
Yeah.
it looks like it's covered up in
Yeah, it's got the
upside down wrappings.
Yeah, so it's the upside down wrappings covering the Nike symbol on the side.
I'd say the vast majority of the shoe.
Well, it's the whole shoe, but there's parts where it's distressed so that you can see the Nike symbol. You can see
Yeah.
that there's a different color for that front part of the shoe.
Okay,
However,
yeah.
there's a little bit of it right under where you lace the shoes also. And I'm like, well, if you were to get rid of that, that would just be the whole shoe being this color. But that's also the back of the heel where they would normally put Nike. And if you burn it off, burned it off, and it actually shows it's got the Stranger Things logo in full behind it. And I'm assuming you could burn off the sides too. This person didn't do that. But you could probably burn off the sides to reveal the full Nike logo, and then burn off the front to show that rest of that coloring there.
I'm super curious on what else is there. Hold on. Oh.
Yeah, they did do a set that you will be able to buy from Nike, but they are not these at all.
Oh no, they're not.
So they did the Nike Cross Hawkins
They're
High Blaze
throwbacks.
Mid. Yeah. They did the Nike Cross Hawkins High Air Talwood 79. Tailwind 79, and the Nike Cross Hawkins High Courts. They'll all be available 6/27 is what it says. So these have been out for a little bit now. And then they did some clothes as well to go with it.
For the Hawkins High.
Yeah, it's all the gym clothes. And then there's another 3 sets of shoes that just came out on 7/12.
Blazer mids.
Yeah, the Nike Cross Stranger Things Blazer Mid, Nike Cross Stranger Things Air Tailwind 79, and the Nike Cross Stranger Things Cortez. So those are all available actually from Nike. Sadly,
and they don't look bad. I mean,
no. Yet again, I wouldn't wear them.
I mean,
but I wouldn't wear most Nike designs. It's just not my style.
This one of these two, because this one I can see because Spider-Man colors, Spider-Man colors.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'd wear them. They're close to I would wear them, but I still wouldn't wear them.
Okay.
I think the blue ones would look good for you though, because they're the high ups like you like. I think that would work.
These.
Those would look good too.
I would like them, but white.
Yeah.
But even so, they all
dirt.
They look good. They don't look like the SpongeBob ones by any way, shape, or form. I'm okay with it.
Can you pull up the price? I want to know. I want to know what people are selling them for on eBay.
Okay. Stranger Things SDCC shoes eBay.
Do you speak when you type when you're not on air?
Yes.
Okay, I was just curious.
I have to.
$825.
And okay, it's full wrapped.
Yep. This one is not showing anything at all. So I guess the other ones he had already distressed it a little bit to show
that there was something underneath.
Which is cool because that means that if you just distress it a little differently, you can have yours be completely unique. I would never wear them.
Yeah.
They would go on a shelf.
They would. Well, I don't know. I would burn little bits off, just a little bit.
I would probably burn little bits off too to see, but I would never be able to wear them. I'd be so worried. I mean, I had 2 pairs of Spider-Man Vans that I wore so much that I literally walked through the soles.
Yeah.
While we're here, pull up the San Diego Comic-Con. Wait a minute, exclusive 1 of 200. So they only did 200 of these for the convention. Go ahead and pull up the Black Widow hat because that's the other thing people are selling on here.
God.
And this isn't much of a hat. Oh, it's a full hat,
yeah.
but it's not.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to put in like
SDCC.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay,
yeah.
I mean
it's just kind of like the Widow hourglass with her walking in the center on a black ball cap. And some of the ones that they're selling look kind of crushed up, and they're going for like 67 to 70. Originally they were going for higher, but I think too many people started putting them up.
Oh, see, I could.
Yeah, 38. I could do. I would do 38 for a hat.
Okay.
This one's 10.
Well, because it's bidding.
Oh, okay, it's a bid.
Yeah, this one's bidding.
6 days left. It's gonna go up.
It's gonna definitely hit, and it's also the Infinity Saga cards.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yet again, something I'm not sure if I would open.
I mean,
but there's so many of these. There's so many people selling them.
There is a lot.
Like no one's actually keeping these.
Can we go next year and get all these nice swag things?
You know how hard it is to go. I have a friend that goes every year.
Get us there. Get us there, please.
I have a friend. Oh, on the back it says Marvel Studios 2020.
Yeah, that's nice. But get us there, please.
I have a friend that goes every year, and it's a pain in the ass for him to go. The full card set.
Oh, that looks really nice, actually.
Yeah, did you see the new Infinity Saga logo that they developed? It's not that because it's got like the rainbow colors through it.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, sorry, we can go back up.
Okay.
That's it for shoe news and apparently hat news.
Shoe and hat.
Do you want to talk about this?
I guess we could talk about this walking pinata.
So they're doing Birds of Prey, which I've wanted, but they're doing it connected to Suicide Squad.
And boy, oh boy, does that Harley Quinn look like a walking pinata.
Yeah. It is spot on to the concept art. That was the big news thing. It's like, it looks just like the concept art. I'm like, it looks terrible. I'm sorry. I know that there's someone out there.
Okay, you say concept art. I said, what's the concept?
Someone drew this.
I know, but that's the joke.
And I know people are like, oh, you're attacking someone's work who went to fashion school or went to costume design or whatever, and this is something they worked hard on. And I'm looking at it going, why? I know I'm being rude to your creativity, but this is fucking horrible.
It's not constructive criticism. It's just straight criticism.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
I'm not a big fan of it either.
And then
I actually saw most of Suicide Squad. I had it on the background while I was doing my writing when I couldn't sleep.
Dude, that is way more than I would do.
I
watched one trailer.
I was not a fan. Like,
And that
listening to it, I will admit, Will Smith.
Like Will Smith.
I know.
Like, come on.
If he was not in that movie, I guarantee you, I would not have been.
Well, I like Margot Robbie.
I like her too, but
And I think she'd make a great Harley. And she herself has talked about the fact that she hated the costume in the first one. I don't know how she feels about the pinata one in this one.
Jesus Christ!
But it's like, why,
give me a bat.
Why is
give me a bat?
Why is it such a bad thing to just put her in the jester costume?
The OG, like the black white or the red black?
Red black.
Red black would look nice.
Yeah. Why is that such a deal? Why is it that when people, when we as fans go, why isn't she in the original costume? Hollywood goes, what? Why would we do that? Like, what's the problem with that?
New.
Plus, I feel like Margot would probably like it if they weren't always be like, hey, barely wear anything.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure she's tired of having to show her body all the time.
I mean, to be fair, she got legs.
I mean, she's a good looking woman, but it's just like, I'm sure she would prefer it if she could wear clothes.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Yeah, you're right. Looking at that, yeah, you're right.
If you click the next image,
this one?
Yeah, it's showing all the different costume things, and they are all bad.
I like this one, and the reason why is because it's very tomboyish for her character.
Yeah.
So it would kind of suit, but I don't know how. Because also, I don't know if you noticed, but it looks like those are painted on. The suspenders look like they're painted on.
Interesting.
So it's like a false, which she's wearing very tight pants without suspenders.
Yeah.
If it is true that this picture is painted on suspenders, she gets props.
Yeah.
She gets huge fucking props.
It's kind of like the tuxedo shirts, but the ones that from a distance actually look like tuxedos. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Like the really detailed ones. I don't know. Even that, where at least she's wearing pants. Like if they had let her do that, like that's obviously an art. Someone drew that.
Yeah,
but
no, it's a cosplay.
Oh, is it cosplay?
It looks like a cosplay.
Okay, maybe it's cosplay. I don't know. It looks a little drawn down at the bottom for some reason. But it's basically the leggings and boots, and then it's like a corset.
Oh no, it is art. Wow, it looks really good for art.
Yeah, because I was like, it's Margot. Like, there's no way that's a cosplay. No one looks that much like Margot. This one I would have issues with because it's basically glorified panties. Like, they don't have to be in nothing to be attractive.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, someone did a cartoon mock-up of Birds of Prey costume.
Why does that one look better? Why does the cartoon version look better?
Maybe it's
the style?
Yeah, I think it's the style.
That's weird. But I concur. I concur 100%.
I don't know why it is that to be sexy she has to be wearing almost nothing. Like, I think
no, you can.
They can make her sexy with
give her a corset.
Clothed. Yeah, give her the corset.
Give her the big busty corset,
which is like the more consistent thing lately. Or even, like I said, take her back to the original.
And I showed you
the jester costume looks good.
And I even showed you the trailer for the Kuko.
Yeah,
Cow.
I don't know how to say her name.
I don't say her name. I'm sorry.
I got nothing against her. I just don't like her for Harley.
I didn't mind the trailer. You even said it was somewhat.
It was a little goofy and stuff like that. It looked a little fun.
Said the S word.
Yeah, I feel like they're like, it's edgy. And it's like, well, that's not a reason to watch it. The reason to watch it is it's good. Is it good? If it's good, I'll watch it. But telling me it's edgy, so I should watch it, is a terrible way to get me to watch something.
I wouldn't say it's edgy, so watch it. I'm saying it's interesting.
I'm not saying you're saying that. I feel like that's what Marvel... the suspenders are painted on. I feel like that's what Marvel's trying to tell. And I keep saying Marvel. Goddamn it. DC's trying to tell us with it. Like, it's a Red Band trailer. She says shit and dick. And it's like, okay. I say shit and dick 30 times a week. No one wants to watch me.
Not yet.
And even then, they're not going to watch me just because I say shit and dick.
Unless that's your shtick.
It's not my shtick, though. Shit and dick is not my shtick.
Shit and dicks? Shit and dicks?
Can you write down something triggered something on my mind a second ago? Oh, no, sorry, it was right there. I also don't understand why we're doing a Birds of Prey movie that is not about the Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
Because it's like, Birds of Prey, and it's going to be Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, and it's like, what? Birds of Prey is Huntress...
Nightwing...
No.
No?
Huntress, Batgirl, or... it's supposed to be Batgirl, but when she gets crippled, they don't exactly like go fuck you, but and Black Canary. Black Canary's the other one.
Oh,
it's the three girls.
Oh,
yeah, it's Babs, Canary, and Huntress.
Oh,
so I don't know why we're making a Birds of Prey movie that is about other people. Like, that's confusing. You could have called it something else. Hell, you could have just called it the Harley Quinn movie. I would have gone and seen a movie called the Harley Quinn movie.
Yeah, sure. Just as long as you don't give her that weird pinata costume.
I mean, she looks happy.
Yeah, she looks fine.
and she looks more put together. So that's good. But it looks like a pinata.
Wonder if she gets her hyenas.
That'd be great.
That'd be fantastic.
I'd love to have the hyenas, or even the smiling fish would be cool.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna move on. Yeah, we already talked about that.
Well, yeah, kind of. Okay.
I mean, what do you want to say about it?
I'm optimistic. The only downside is I'm not going to get the DC universe.
Oh yeah, I'm not paying DC Universe. I mean, they're probably going to cancel it 2 episodes in like they did Swamp Thing.
And a lot of people got bummed about that.
Oh yeah, people are still bummed about it. And DC Universe is like, what? Huh? And there's already talks of a reboot. Or turning it into a movie instead. I don't understand.
Sorry, what?
I do not know what Warner Brothers and DC are doing.
Fucking what?
They're everywhere right now, dude.
Everyone is everywhere, and they just need to fucking chill.
But everyone's everywhere. Look over at fucking Marvel, who's like, yeah, no. And here's Phase 4. We've known about this for 6 years. you know?
It's like we already have it written out.
Hey, guess what? We know what shows are coming out and how long they're going to run before you do. And we're like, what? How?
Also, we didn't mean for anything from Netflix. Netflix kind of screwed it on their end. Don't worry. In 3 years, we got you. We already have it recorded.
But I mean, there's a few companies. Excuse me, sorry. There's a few companies where I'm like, you guys are still doing good stuff. They did just announce that Blumhouse is coming back with 2 follow-up films to the Halloween movie they did with Jamie Lee Curtis. It got cold.
Yeah, no, there was a bit of grain at the bottom.
Yeah, that happens at the French press.
That's fine.
In a pot, you wouldn't get that.
It's fine. It's not bad.
Yeah. Either that or you didn't dissolve your sugar all the way.
No, it's grains from.
Okay. Yeah, that happens at the French press.
Sorry, first time coffee drinker.
So they Blumhouse did a Halloween movie.
Yes.
And it was with Jamie Lee Curtis, and it was supposed to be a sequel to the first one, ignoring every movie that came after it.
Okay.
Me and Lauren went and saw it in theaters. Absolutely amazing.
Okay.
Now Blumhouse has announced 2 more are coming.
Okay.
Jamie Lee Curtis is back for both.
Cool.
And I'm like, fuck, wait, both? That means she doesn't die in 2. Great, you guys just gave me no reason to worry.
Oh.
Don't do that. Tell me there's 2 movies coming. Tell me Jamie Lee Curtis is in one of them.
Or she's in both, but in the second one she's a flashback.
Well, she survived the first. Spoiler, shit. Sorry.
Well, I mean, you already spoiled it.
Yeah, they spoiled it by telling us there's 2 new ones coming with her in them.
Fuck.
But she survived the first one, so she's gonna be in the second one. But the third one could be a flashback if she dies in 2.
Yeah, or there could be something having to do with it. You don't know. You could be.
If she's a ghost, I'm not watching it.
You could be a prank. You could prank yourself right now. Maybe she's in both, but she doesn't exist.
Yeah, I hate when they do that though, because it's like, fuck. I hadn't seen John Wick 3, and a week into it being out, they're like, John Wick 4's happening. I'm like, well, now I know he doesn't die in 3. God damn it! I still haven't seen 3. I'm just assuming based off the fact that 4 was announced.
Yeah. But you still want to see 3.
I still want to see 3.
Oh, yeah.
That's not the point. The point is I'll be sitting there going, he's good the whole movie. Instead of being like,
I mean, it's still a good story.
Yeah, I'm sure. I want to watch it.
I want to watch it.
Let's move on to your Batman cat.
My Batman cat.
He looks like Batman.
He does look like Batman. Catman.
That's actually a thing in Fairly Odd Parents.
And it's also a thing in...
well, it's a thing in DC Comics as well.
Perfect Hair Forever.
I don't know what that is.
A very, very shoddy mid-2000s Adult Swim show.
I love that you'll say something like I should know it, and you go, oh, it's very, very shoddy. I'm like, what?
It is very...
Grant, I know some obscure shit. I'll give you that.
It's fucking shoddy.
But no, he's... Okay, so while you're looking that up, Catman is in Fairly Odd Parents, and it's voiced by Adam West.
That's right.
Yeah, it's
That's
fucking
right.
great. Oh, I've seen... Yeah, I've seen this weird thing.
And I want to say it's
I didn't watch a lot of Adult Swim when I was a kid because of shit like this.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I missed out on a lot of good shit because of shit like this.
Yeah, like to be fair, I don't know. I want to try and stand up for Perfect Hair Forever, but I can't at all. It had a good story, and then all of a sudden it started getting weird, and then it started devolving, and then no music, and it was just a lot of awkward silences. And then I think James Small kept trying to write for it, and no one was listening.
Who's James Small?
James Small, Home Movies.
Oh, okay.
And he wrote some bits and pieces of Metalocalypse.
Voice actor of Archer and Bob's Burgers plays the Bob from Bob's Burgers plays the coach.
Coach McGurk.
Yeah. Okay. Back to
the Catman. There's a game that's coming out 9/26 called Black Sad Under the Skin, and it's a noir film in video game version. And I showed you a bit of a trailer and how people through animalistic traits can showcase who they are before they even get into the scene.
Yeah.
You saw a rhino bust into his office and say, "I'm going to kill you." He was charging right at him. You got that immediate sense that he blind rage, that sort of thing, so on and so forth. The reason why I bring this up is because I love film noirs. I just haven't seen too many.
Have you seen Maltese Falcon?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say that's
that's one of the benefactors.
That's the staple.
The Return of the Pink Panther is another one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. There's one more that's off to the side, but even still, I love film noirs, and this kind of hits that one right on the head. The only they just had a demo at SDCC.
Okay.
And they played through it. A lot of people are saying it's a really good game. However, some of the button prompts are a little confusing, but I'm sure
that's things they can hammer out before.
Yeah, but
I just want to see how it plays because I watched this trailer, but it's a full cinematic trailer, so I don't know what the game's like.
Telltale.
So it's just purely story driven, looking around a room type of thing.
Story driven, point and click.
I'm fine with that. I want to know that was my point.
Yeah, quick time events.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
So this will be the next Wolf Among Us.
Yeah, that actually in a couple of the articles they said, seeing as we're not getting Wolf Among Us, this is a good transition.
Yeah, and when the trailer was finishing, I looked at you and went, "The cats look better than the cats and cats."
And I was like, "Yeah, you're not wrong." I'm kind of bummed out that the cats in
Cats look the way they do.
A little weird. I mean, it's a good throwback to the original costumes, but
it's just that they CGI'd it all on there, and it just doesn't look good.
It's not CGI'd. It's just a lot of bloom on top of it. Like you can tell, it's makeup and prosthetic. It's just a lot of color is added to it.
It's like someone's wearing a Snapchat filter throughout the whole movie.
Kind of. Yeah. But I'm not mad at it as much as.
I don't know, I still don't want to see a Cats movie just because it's like Cats movie.
You guys could have they could have done oh god, what is that? Burlesque. They could have redone Burlesque or something.
People liked Burlesque.
I know, but I mean a redo for today's times.
Burlesque wasn't done that long ago.
59?
No, dude, there's a modern Burlesque.
Oh. I'll have to look that up then.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm sure...
I was confused. I was like...
Reiteration then. Another musical from Olden that hasn't had an update. How about that?
Just give me Avenue Q. I just want to see Avenue Q.
Oh, God. I don't know how that would be done in today's times.
It'd be Muppets.
But I just don't know...
Sassy Muppets.
I would want some new musical parts for it then. I would want some newer ones, because...
Why? The internet is still for porn.
You're right, but if you were gay... I want like a whole nother verse.
Gotcha. I'm sure they'd extend it or something.
Oh yeah, give me more. Give me another song that fits today's times. Because if you were racist, I mean, or no, your girlfriend secretly Hitler.
Is that what it was?
I think it's one of the.
I've never actually seen it.
I'm getting a Stephen Lynch song confused with an Avenue Q song because both of them are pretty much goddamn the same.
Oh, it's the Stephen Lynch song is something about his girlfriend being a Nazi.
That's okay then. Yeah, but there's another one about being racist in Avenue Q. But even still, I wouldn't mind seeing Avenue Q.
Yeah,
brought up.
Yeah, I don't. They're remaking West Side Story. So
ooh,
I'm not that. It's just fucking Romeo and Juliet.
It's Romeo and Juliet, but in a modern time, and I'm okay with that. The reason why I'm okay with that is because it actually speaks.
Technically, the DiCaprio Romeo and Juliet was a Romeo and Juliet in modern time. He's walking away.
You go ahead and close it out. I'll be back. In like
Sit your ass down. You don't get off that easy. I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong.
Plus, John Leguizamo. He was always great.
He's always great.
You know, for Moulin Rouge, he stayed like squatting throughout the entire movie.
Fucked up his leg.
Yeah, I'm sure. But back to Black Sad. I mean, it looks interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of the voice for the main cat, but it's not like it's gonna take me out of the game by any means.
No.
LA Noire was the other thing I was going to mention when you were talking about noir things.
Now,
What did you think about
see,
LA Noir?
LA Noire, I like LA Noire. I just don't like the main protagonist about 3/4 of the way through the game, because then all of a sudden he starts turning into this really.
You're not supposed to, though.
But see, that's the thing. I would prefer, like, if he had the controversy, if he didn't own up to it, and he was like trying just to be an actual douchebag, because he owned up to it. He's like, yeah, I cheated on my wife. Oh well, and it's like.
Hardy, hardy, har.
Hardy har. I'm just gonna brush by it. Also, I have a pretty cool part. I fucking love. Oh no, what's his name? The big guy who works in Arson.
Don't remember. I haven't played the game in forever.
Okay, even still, he works in Arson. I love him. I love his voice actor. I love everything about him. I love his delivery on lines.
The thing I didn't like about LA Noire is it was a Rockstar game, right?
Yeah.
Where was the 8 billion side missions I could have done?
It was just finding all the...
They built all of fucking
on.
50s LA to not let us do anything in it.
I mean, there was the landmarks and the other thing, but I concur. The extra missions of small time. I mean,
And they didn't have to be goofy missions. They still could have been serious, because I get they were trying to do something serious.
There
but
were
I mean,
shootouts. Like
yeah.
every now and again, you run into shootouts.
But I mean, look at how much side shit you get to do even in the first Red Dead. Not even like Red Dead 2.
I
mean,
concur.
and that one had a serious storyline.
I think that they were pressured after the main story. I think they were pressured to just release it. So I think they might have been a little hurried.
And they did
on
the
it.
Reefer Madness DLC, but that more give you like a gun than anything. And now they did this re-release.
Well, Reefer Madness gave you 3 whole cases.
I did it.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's been forever.
Yeah, it gave you 3 whole cases, and the first part of it was actually probably the most interesting.
And
the
a
other two felt
reminder,
kind of
this game was so big that on the 360, which was not a shit console, 2 discs.
Yeah, I know.
On the PlayStation 3 as well, right? 2 discs?
No, 1.
1 for the PlayStation 3?
Blu-rays held a lot.
Gotcha. They were supposed to do a Blu-ray external drive for it, and it just never got off the ground, and then they ended up doing the Xbox One.
And it plays Blu-rays.
Yeah, I was about to buy a Blu-ray player when they announced the Xbox One was going to play Blu-rays, and I went, I am waiting.
I will be okay.
Waiting. Which actually brings me to something else. I was looking a little bit more into Project Scarlet. It will be fully backwards compatible to your Xbox Ones, so we won't have to rebuy any games, and digital libraries should move over.
Yay!
They haven't really touched on the rest of the backwards compatibility, because we do know that no more backwards compatible games are coming out for the Xbox One because they're focusing on Scarlet. And I hope the meaning behind that is we're focusing on making Scarlet as backwards compatible as possible. I'm hoping that's what that means.
And I'm just hoping that when it's all said and done with the backwards compatibility, it's everything that can possibly be licensed is going to move over.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts. If it cannot be backwards, it's because of the licenses.
Like Deadpool or like the first 2 Marvel Ultimate Alliance games. Those are both stuck in license bullshit. That is why you can't get them backwards compatible now.
Or Bionic Commando.
I don't know what that is.
An okay platformer.
Ah. Yes, so like Bionic Commando. Yeah. I'm assuming it's a bunch of legal crap, sadly. Let's move on to your trailers.
Taking a sip of that really good coffee. Because even with the grounds, it's not bad. It's just a weird texture that hit my tongue.
I just remembered something. We stopped at Sheffield & Co. on Monday, where we bought your teas that one time. She's got the cup warmers. Yes.
Why didn't we bring them up?
I don't know. There's cup warmers. They look like just like candle warmers. You put your cup on it, and it keeps your coffee warm. And I want to buy them, but I don't have money.
Oh, I thought you said you did.
Oh, no. She had them. We didn't buy them.
Oh.
I thought you were saying, why didn't we bring them up on the podcast? I'm like, I don't know, I'm bringing them up now.
Oh.
My bad.
Okay.
Miscommunication.
So, Zombieland 2 Double Tap. We just watched the trailer. You already saw it. I had not up until this point. I like it.
I just ingest shit 24/7, sorry.
Yeah. I'm into it. I'm into the story. It seems like it's a very plain Jane story of the small girl who is no longer small. Huh?
Little Rock.
Got picked up by a person who had a huge bag of weed. And that's pretty much the premise. Go get her back. And I'm like, okay.
There's some new girl that's making what is Emma's character's name? Little Rock, Tallahassee. I don't remember their character names.
Oh no. Okay. I was like, are we on MySpace right now? Wichita.
Wichita, thank you. And Columbus. Yeah. Oh, they gave the other people. Okay, so then now we've got new characters of Albuquerque.
Oh my god.
That's funny. We got new characters of Albuquerque, Flagstaff, Nevada, Madison, Berkeley, and for some reason there's a photo of Tom from MySpace there.
Yeah, this whole entire thing looks like MySpace, and I'm getting like some Vietnam flashbacks, and it doesn't.
Well, question.
I don't feel
Zombieland came out in 2009. Facebook was a thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Facebook was a thing.
Yeah, Facebook was a thing, but I think it was like that was like toward the end.
But MySpace was still around, right?
I think you want to know the reason why?
What?
Eisenberg.
That's funny. But I was gonna say MySpace was still around. I mean, it's technically still around now.
It's still around now,
but
it doesn't look like this.
I'm wondering if
looks like this.
I'm wondering if the thought process is since everyone's dead, there's no one updating the internet.
Oh,
That's why this web page is like this. We're on a web page that's very MySpace.
It is
Usually MySpace.
But yeah, so scroll back down. There's this new character of Madison that's making Wichita very jealous. So that's kind of fun. Albuquerque is Luke Wilson, and Nevada is I'm spacing on her name. Please tell me.
I don't remember her name either.
Clerks 2. She plays Claire in the fucking Defenders universe on Netflix. Son of a bitch. I love this actress. She's in fucking Sin City.
I'll use what you just said.
Her name's gonna come up, and it's gonna piss me off. Rosario Dawson. I knew that.
I did too, but my mind also was like,
she's amazing in everything she does.
She is a goddamn godsend in Daredevil.
Yeah, she's amazing in that whole Defender universe.
Period.
She's in Jessica Jones.
That's right. Yes.
But I mean, she's fucking amazing in Sin City.
She's amazing in everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
If
you hear us, say thank you. That's all we ask.
I forgot she was in Men in Black 2.
And then 7 pounds.
I only watched it once. It was sad.
Yeah.
So I just didn't go back. I did not see Zookeeper, and I have a feeling I never will. That being said, I'll probably eventually watch it.
You'll eventually watch it. The Rundown.
I watch everything. Yeah, Rundown. I love The Rundown.
Clerks 2, Death Proof.
Death Proof is great.
I forgot she was in Rent.
That's right. She's
Carter? Casey Carey?
Yeah, the girl.
Karen?
Obviously, because she's a woman.
Yeah. I don't.
It's been a while on Rent.
It has been a minute, a long minute.
I don't want this one remade. I think this one was good.
Fine. It's fine. I wouldn't mind.
And they actually had some of the Broadway actors in it.
I wouldn't mind if they did it. Like I would still watch it, but you don't need to.
You don't need to.
Like, don't get me wrong. This one wasn't great.
It's got a 46% rotten, and I don't feel like that's. I feel like that's a little rude.
It's
I feel it should be a little higher.
But I don't know. I if it did an update, I would hope it did good. I'm neutral.
Yeah.
Chaotic neutral, as always.
Okay. But yeah, so Double Tap, I'm glad it's happening. Do you know the story behind Zombieland and why we got the movie, and then why they tried doing a TV show through Amazon, and then why we're back to a sequel 10 years later?
Now, you guys can't see it, but I just shrugged.
So the guys that created it wanted it to be a TV show. And that's why in the first one, there's the Zombie Kill of the Week. That was going to be a thing. No studio wanted to pick it up.
So they just said, fuck it.
They
Sony,
found a studio which I do believe was Sony for the first one. I know it is for this one.
Yeah.
That was like, we'll make it into a movie. They made it into a movie. And then because of the success, that's when Amazon's like, we'll do a TV show. And they recasted everyone and tried doing a TV show that no one heard about, no one watched. And now they're like finally making the sequel. And I'm assuming the reason why it took so long for us to get to a sequel was that the other actors were just busy. You know, they had a lot of shit going on. You just randomly pulled up the
action
trailer
movie
for the
trailers.
Yeah, this is the new Terminator. I'm excited. I know you're not, but I'm excited.
Neutral.
They've got the
I love
original
action
John
movies.
Carter back.
I'm always gonna like action movies all day long. I will always love them. It's just you bring back in time travel again, so I'm already having more issues.
I've never had the issue with the time travel in this one though.
When you watch Genesis, you will.
You see, you say that, but what I do know about Genesis, I already don't have issues, so I'm confused. I have to watch it. I'm gonna have to watch it to find out what it is I'm missing. But there's been plenty of things that have been explained to me that I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I'm angry just to be angry.
Is it old Terminator? Is that what you're not understanding?
Kind of. There's the fact of the matter. Okay. One goes back, right? The original goes back, and so of course they have to send another to intercept, correct?
Yes.
When you send that second one to intercept, that means you have prior knowledge. If you already had prior knowledge, send a third back. That's what Genesis technically is. And so when you send that third one back, you already have 3 Terminators in pretty much about the same time doing the same goddamn thing.
Okay.
There's got to be some form of person who had the original relevancy way long time after Skynet finished to say, let's send one more back. That'd
That'd be John.
That'd be T3.
Yeah, John knows to send them all back because it's happened through his life.
And it's like, you've sent 4, total of technically 5.
If you think about it, he technically, spoilers for anyone that hasn't seen fucking Terminator, he technically sends his father back to impregnate his mother so he can be born.
Which, yeah, I get that. That's fine. I'm okay with that. That's a bit of a weird...
It's gross.
It's gross. It's not gross because it's his father, I guess.
Yeah, but it's gross to be like, I'm hooking mom up.
It's a strange inkling to say, I'm sending my father back to go get me. Wait, what?
It's strange to look at someone and go fuck my mom.
Yeah, go
Which he
find
didn't do. He didn't go fuck my mom. He sent him back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so I'm still not understanding your issue. So
It's just
we
the fact
have
of the matter-
Terminator.
We have Terminator. We have
where
T2.
he sends his dad,
Yes.
knowing that that his mom will survive and that he will be born.
Yes.
The only reason he did that, and the reason he didn't send a Terminator.
Yes.
Then you have T2, where he sent a Terminator to stop this new model from killing him.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then you have T3, where he sends a Terminator to go and save...
And intercept. Yes.
Yeah, to stop a Terminator.
Yes.
And then you have Genesis, where they had sent a Terminator, but
Further
back to wait
for that
up
one.
to that. Yes. What's the issue?
The issue is the fact of the matter of sending it back to the point beforehand to wait. And
You want to know why they did that?
hold on.
Schwarzenegger got old.
I get that.
So they could explain that the age process, the why he was grayer and why his skin looked older.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
It's just the fact that we didn't see it up until this retelling of the same thing.
But we wouldn't have needed to because it wasn't crucial to what was happening in the moment.
But technically it is.
But no, it's not, because he's not going to go fight the Terminator number 1, 2, or 3. He is sent back to stay hidden and not get involved in shit until Genesis.
That. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Better?
No, not by much. I mean...
Grant, I haven't seen it, but I'm just based off of what I know.
What you already know?
Yeah.
I mean, you did open up an idea. You made it seem like it's a little bit
For all
more
we know,
manageable.
there may be one more that he sent back. He may have sent these all at once, because the other thing you have to stop and consider is he's having to go to a Skynet facility and send these all back.
Yeah, he broke in
He
and did
could
all.
have sent 20 at once to different points in time, knowing the points in time he needed them there, but he only has one opportunity to get in there and send them.
I don't like that.
What was the one with Christian Bale where it was set in the future?
That's
the one I didn't like. Where Christian Bale's playing John. And it's actually during the wars and all that shit.
I spelled that wrong, but whatever.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Salvation.
Salvation.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of
that
Salvation.
That one I actually completely withdraw.
Tried to forget about it.
I forgot it.
Holy shit, that came out the same year as Zombieland.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I saw it in the bargain bin when I first started working at this retail that I've been doing for the last 12 goddamn years.
So, do you have any more issues with the time travel? I mean, the time travel works.
It's fine, I guess. It's just I have a problem with the instances that are the same time, but it's something new. And it's like you're sending them back at about the same time in the future when Skynet's already said and done. You're sending them back at about the same time, or otherwise that already exists. Why didn't we already see them?
Because it's all. The other thing is to understand it's not to stop Skynet. There's no stopping Skynet.
There is no stopping Skynet, but it's to make sure that the humanity is saved.
Yes.
It's fine. I get that. It's
Or
just the fact of the matter of
prolonging Skynet, things like that.
Sure. It's just having the same timeline run through. We haven't already seen this, so it's brand new information, and it's the same problem.
They didn't change anything from the original movies, right? In Genesis?
Not really, but it's just the fact that it happens in that timeline.
Okay.
That's what I have a problem with.
Okay.
This one I'm going to be okay with. Not Salvation, the new one.
Yeah.
That one I'm going to be fine with. The reason why is because it's a little bit further down the line. And I'm like, same actress, same everything.
Yeah.
You get that little tiny clap. I don't know if you guys can hear it. And I'm excited for it, but at the same time, I'm just already checked out with Terminator because of my problems with the same timeline, same amount of Terminators, but we don't see them.
Yeah, I think you're getting hung up on that for the wrong reason.
I am. I probably am. But at the same time, I feel justified.
Because I think the other thing is he has the knowledge of when to send the Terminators back. Skynet doesn't. Skynet doesn't know when they're sending these back. So he does. So they're
just throwing them back.
Yeah,
like
he's a move
cards.
ahead, basically. He's the chess player that already knows your move before you make it. But with concrete knowledge rather than assuming.
Okay, fine.
Yet again, I'm defending a movie I have not yet seen. I'm just more defending the time travel aspects and stuff like that.
That's fine.
Because the other thing is I think that you can't change your future. He's just more guaranteeing his future. You know, he's not trying to make it work differently. He's just trying to make sure it works.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. And I already don't even like the whole you can't change your future thing. Fuck Endgame. So you want to talk about this interesting project?
Yes. So, what do you like World War II as far as
It's actually my favorite history subject.
Okay.
Yes.
What about a satire based on World War II?
I mean,
take Saving Private Ryan, but make it a little bit more lighthearted.
Well, no, that would suck because Saving Private Ryan was amazing.
It was amazing.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm also there beside you. I like that fucking scene where Tom Hanks is just sitting there, hand out drawn, holding his freaking pistol, clack, 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 clack.
You realize Vin Diesel was in that movie? Yeah. Makes you think. You haven't seen Saving Private Ryan in a while, have you?
I have not. I got to go back and watch that one. That one, Black Hawk Down, and there's one more.
Have you ever seen Band of Brothers TV show?
A little bit, but nothing too serious.
Oh, that's great. I've got three versions of that.
I was just mentioning, don't you have like a couple different sets?
I've got the original VHS box set. I've got the
DVD
box set, and then I actually pay for HBO. Actually, I think I have the Blu-ray box set, not the DVD. And I pay for HBO, so I get it because it's still available on HBO's app. So I have it 3 times over.
One of these days, I'll probably have to borrow it from you, so I can.
You borrow the VHS tapes.
I don't have a VHS player. Give me the VHS player then.
No, because it doubles as my DVD player. Actually, I don't even need a DVD player. I've got like 6
don't you
consoles.
have a fucking Xbox One that can play DVDs?
And a PlayStation 2, a PlayStation 4, a Wii U.
I don't think
the Wii U can play DVDs on Blu-rays.
Okay.
Which is stupid because it came out.
It's the regular Wii that doesn't play DVDs.
I don't remember. I never had the regular Wii.
I'm gonna Google that real quick.
But I thought it was stupid the U didn't, because when the U came out, like, it was already kind of an established thing. Like, Blu-ray is the way to go. You know.
You have to install. You have to install a hack in order to play on the OG Wii.
That's bullshit.
That's gross.
But yeah, I'll let you borrow Band of Brothers one of these times. Tom Hanks worked on it, and so did Steven Spielberg, because they're both.
Tom Hanks is just a great man. Also,
they're both very big into World War II, so they're both producers on it. And then they went on to do Pacific, which is the one I haven't seen yet. It's about the other side of World War II.
But back to original subject. The satire I'm talking about is called Jojo Rabbit, made by Taika Waititi. I keep mispronouncing his name, but that's because I don't know how. Huh? Korg from Thor Ragnarok. He's I love this director. I can't express how much I enjoy.
Piss off, Ghost.
Yeah, I cannot express how much I love this director. But he plays Adolf Hitler in this satire. Now, I bet you're probably like, wait, hold on, what? He makes fun of him. He hits a lot of good jokes in just the one trailer I've seen. He's like, what's wrong, Jojo? And Jojo says, everyone makes fun of me. They call me Jojo Rabbit. And he says, oh, well, everyone calls me a lunatic, or, oh, there goes that psychopath, and, makes a funny face. It's lighthearted. It's supposed to be taken as a joke, and halfway through the frickin' trailer, you have their version of young Boy Scouts, if you will. I don't know what they called them back when, but they're throwing Stahlhelm-Grenades, and they're throwing grenades across and shooting guns, and it's very satire.
Mhm.
Major satire. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. It is satire. Go in with it thinking that way. But I'm actually excited for this movie.
I'm just kind of hoping Korg shows up.
Korg just pops in. Oh, hi there.
Hi there. We're gonna think about getting on the space shuttle and going. Wanna come? The twist. No one saw coming.
No.
He'd be the next Shyamalan.
God. And he picks up Adolf Hitler and takes him to space.
Yep.
Oof.
Have you watched Doctor Who at all?
Very minimal.
Okay. Spoilers for Doctor Who fans. There's actually an episode where they meet these people that basically what they are is they're time travelers. They are in androids that they're shrunken down into. And the way it's supposed to work is that they basically go back in time and put one of their androids in place of a terrible person from history so that they can act out their final days. And they take that person and they go and put them in prison the rest of their lives. And so basically they go back in time to replace Hitler with their android, and the android will act out his final days and, the whole killing himself and all that. But they have now taken Adolf Hitler to go and put him in prison to punish him for his crimes. It's an interesting little concept, isn't it?
It is a very interesting concept.
So they probably would have done it to like Mussolini and stuff like that as well.
So to people who have done quote unquote crimes against nature.
Yep.
Interesting. I appreciate that. I pulled up the trailer for Rambo Last Blood, and
I'm excited.
The fight comes home. I'm excited also. I'm not against it. What is this?
And when he originally said he wasn't going to do another... Oh, this is the new Trials of the Angels. He originally said he wasn't going to do another Rambo and that someone else would move on with it. And then when the Expendables fell apart because one of the producers was a piece of crap and
he had
sexually assaulted Terry Crews, they moved on to do Rambo instead. So he's doing Rambo, and I'm happy for it. It'll be his final Rambo show. The one you just pulled up now, Gemini
Man. I'm kind of excited because Will Smith in action. I have to.
We
say
saw
yes.
this trailer when we went to see. It was either Endgame or it was Captain Marvel. They're both the same day.
It was I think it was during Captain Marvel.
No, it was Endgame because I remember at first because they just showed him riding the bike. I was like, and they didn't show his face. I was like, fuck,
Yeah.
Are we seriously seeing the same trailer? Because I thought it was another trailer for Idris Elba being in Hobbs and Shaw.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, it was Endgame. It looks interesting. It's another one of those ones where like they did a CGI work to make a young actor, and like we're seeing that come a long way. So
I'm excited though.
Yeah.
I mean, I like seeing Will Smith in action.
yeah, he does good action.
He does good action,
But he also does good comedy. So I'm not against more comedy from him.
Yeah. Okay, he's just a good actor. Oh, what is this?
This is the new Olympus Has Fallen. I don't know what the name for this one is.
Oh.
Because it was Olympus Has Fallen, then it's London Has Fallen. I don't know what this one's called. My issue with this one is it's basically Tekken 3. Spoilers, but it's in the trailer where Angel Has Fallen. He gets framed for killing the president.
Oh.
Taken 3, spoilers, he gets framed for killing his wife. He pulled up a action movies 2019-2020 compilation. Did you have any more news stories you wanted to hit?
Nah.
All right, I got a few more.
Go ahead and hit me with them.
Let's see. So, for the Twilight fans out there, this is not at all something for me, and I don't think it's something for you either.
I read the first book. That's it.
More than I did. Granted, I saw a couple of the movies because of my cousin. The Bella's House from the movies is now available on Airbnb. Comes complete with a cardboard cutout of Taylor Lautner and Kristen Stewart, which is a little creepy. I mean, wanting to stay there is one thing. Putting in the creepy cutouts is another.
Yeah,
No.
No.
Sonic the Hedgehog got delayed and then completely removed their release date and then posted the original release date. So
Do you think that
it might be coming out on time? I don't know. I think the CGI work's taking longer than they expected. Like the redoing him.
either that or they might be wrapping it up because I remember a couple Twitter posts saying, "Hey, you need a hand doing some CG work. Here's my portfolio. You don't have to pay me much."
I get that, but I'm just saying the reason why the date changes and everything, I think the CGI work's taking longer than they expected. The fixes.
Or maybe it's fine.
but then why you delay it?
Oh,
And
they
then-
showed the delayed date.
Yeah, they delayed the date. So
Okay.
say it was coming out on, I don't remember what the dates are, but say
September
it's coming out on the 12th.
Okay.
They delayed it to like the 30th.
Okay.
And then they deleted the release date completely and said there was no release date.
Okay.
And then they put it back to the 12th.
Okay.
All within like a 24-hour period. 48-hour period, something like that. So it was weird. And so now it's back to its original release date. So it's like, is everything going all right? Are you behind? Are you on
okay?
schedule?
If
I mean, you didn't have this figured
If
into
you're in
the
trouble,
release
blink twice.
date. But
That's 3 times. What's 3 times?
I don't know. So yeah, that's a thing.
Yep.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is coming to Hulu as a TV show.
I'm okay.
The movie never touched on all the books, so there's plenty of stories to tell, but they'll probably retell the original story.
Yeah.
And it's coming from the writer of Wonder Woman, the one that did the movie. So
We're gonna get some pretty good shots then.
I'm excited for it. I mean, Hitchhiker's Guide's fun.
Oh hell yeah!
The
it
movie
is.
was pretty spot on though. So
I've never seen the movie.
watch it. It's enjoyable.
I wouldn't
I
be
mean,
surprised.
it's Friedman, Cover Patches Watson.
Oh yeah.
You've got Alan Rickman voicing the depressed robot.
Depressed is-
Zoe Deschanel's in it.
And it's just you said it's not all of it. It's just
It's like the first book.
the good majority then. The good majority of the first book.
No, it's like the first book.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, because the second book is the diner at the edge of space or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And that's where they said they're going to go right before credits roll.
Oh,
Most Def's in it, and I love him. I think he's an amazing actor.
he is a pretty good actor. Yeah.
Oh, he was good when he was doing music too, but I like him better as an actor personally.
Same.
16 Blocks or something like that with Bruce Willis was amazing. He was great when he was in Dexter. Italian Job.
Oh yeah.
He's got a line I love in Italian Job. They got dogs. I don't do dogs. What happened with dogs? I had a bad experience. What happened? I had a bad experience.
Hey Quincy,
Yes.
you like dogs?
Dags. Oh, dogs.
Oh, dogs. Yeah, I like dogs.
But yeah, so I'm excited. I'm curious as to who they'll cast for everyone, but I'm all for Hitchhiker's Guide movie on Hulu, or show on Hulu. Plus, I mean, I pay for Hulu, so giving me something to watch is good thing to keep me going. George Miller, writer, director for things like Mad Max, Mad Max 2, Mad Max 3, and Mad Max 4, or Fury Road, whatever you want to call it, says the next Mad Max Fury is coming. He says that we are still going to have a sequel to Fury Road. He is still planning on it being about Max and Furiosa, so expect it.
Mad Max: The Wasteland.
Yeah, there's that's talks. Nothing's confirmed for that title, I think.
Yeah.
But he says it's still coming.
It looks
Now,
good.
reminder, he went out and did Fury Road in 2015. He was actually out in the deserts in Australia directing this movie. He's in his 60s at that point.
Yeah,
And he says he's still going to do this one. And I'm like, yes.
Whoa. I still need to see. I've only seen Mad Max 1. I've never seen the rest of these.
Yeah, we'll
but
watch the rest of them. That's on the list.
Yeah. Next week.
We could probably do next week. The problem is we won't be able to fit all three in one night.
Oh no, of course.
So
not.
we'll have to do 2 and Beyond Thunderdome, and then we can do Fury Road, and we'll pick another Charlize Theron or another Tom Hardy or another George Miller movie. He almost did a Justice League movie. George Miller. He was gonna do a Justice League movie.
Yeah.
The guy that played Lone Ranger in that movie that Disney did, the one with Johnny Depp,
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but I don't know his name.
was gonna be Batman.
I gotta
He
look it up.
casted everyone. Adam Brody was going to be Flash. He had started fitting for suits. They had all flown out to Australia. They had been there for about 2 weeks when the project got canceled. The project got canceled because there you go.
Army Hammer.
Army Hammer. Thank you. The project got canceled because at the time Christopher Nolan was in the middle of doing his Batman franchise. And since it was going to be a different Batman, he straight up said no. Told both, from my understanding, Miller and Warner Brothers, no. There's not going to be another Batman while I'm doing my Batman. And so the whole project got scrapped.
I think that would have been better though.
Yeah, Brody talked about what he had read from the script and everything and basically explained that it would have ended with a bomb that needed to be taken care of. And so the Flash would run as fast as he could with the bomb. He would run all the way around the world and go by Iris so quick, telling her that he loved her and kissing her on the cheek that there's no way she could have heard, but a tear would run down her face, showing that she still understood. And he'd grab the bomb and run off to the distance, and there'd be an explosion. That's how the movie was going to end. Telling you that, I just got chills because I'm that much of a nerd.
Yeah,
That's fine.
You almost did it. That could have been bad if it landed on that nail.
Yeah, especially because I don't have the screen protector on anymore because it broke. So I would have loved to see this movie. I hope his script eventually gets used. I don't know if DC will ever actually, do a good superhero movie again, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for Wasteland if that ends up being what it is, because Fury Road was freaking amazing.
I'm excited to see it.
You want to know the plot for Fury Road?
Go for it.
We drive all the way to one place and then turn around and drive back.
So, Lord of the Rings.
Yes. Kind of.
Kind of, with cars.
But one movie instead of 3. Or 6 if you want to count The Hobbit.
Well, with The Hobbit, it's not going to one place, turning around and going back. It's going to one place and trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Oh, God, dragon.
Yeah. Another great thing about Fury Road is that it's the majority of its practical effects.
There's they said about 2% CG.
They actually released footage showing without CG, and with CG, it's mostly things like the sandstorm because you can't film in a sandstorm.
Sandstorm and a little bit of light contrasting.
Yeah, and some of the flames and stuff to make them bigger. Like that.
Oh, but then again,
there's a crash scene in this that they were going to do that they were pretty sure they could do it safely, but there was a slight bit of danger, and the guy that was doing all the special effects stunt stuff on this was his last movie. He was retiring after this, and he goes, it's a good way to go out.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
And so he's the one that crashed it. He ended up being fine, too.
Yeah,
but he's like, if anyone's going to risk it, this is a hell of a way to end a career.
Yeah, I mean, that's fucking dedication.
Yeah, that's fucking metal.
That is metal as fuck.
And the guitar player in this, too, is fucking pretty metal.
Yeah.
So
and
this one I'm excited for.
And I'm looking at this mask. It's pretty metal.
Yeah, I think the only thing I didn't like about Tom Hardy's Max was because that mask plays such a big part throughout the movie. A lot of his lines are just him grunting. He's just very.
I mean, to be fair, that's pretty much a good Tom Hardy thing for him to do.
Well, yeah, he was good at it.
I like Tom Hardy. I love Tom Hardy just because he can always look like he's tired, but he's wide awake.
I want you to pull him up really quick. I want you to try and find this movie. He did a movie with Shia LaBeouf. They were making they're bootleggers, or they weren't bootleggers because they weren't sneaking it in, but they were making the illegal alcohol during the Prohibition.
I'm just gonna do Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf. Lawless, amazing movie. You've got to watch that one. That one's definitely a good watch. Shia LaBeouf's good in it.
Shia LaBeouf looks good in it.
Yeah, and this was around that time, when Shia LaBeouf's shit was kind of a little.
Was it the time of Do It?
Maybe just a little bit before that. It was 2012. When do you think Do It started?
Maybe a little after that.
Yeah, so it's pretty close. Yeah.
And that's being. Oh my God! Look at how clean he looks. Yeah, this is just before it.
I'd say maybe a year or two before Do It.
Maybe because that was when he was high on something, and then he just said, "Roll the camera."
Well, what it was is the idea is because he did it in front of the green screen and everything.
Yeah.
It was you're able to purchase it and then use it for whatever you want. It's supposed to be motivational speak that you can put anywhere. Instead, people started buying it to make memes out of it instead. But hey, I'm sure he still made his money. So
yeah.
I love it. You're trying to figure out when it started, and it's just trying to explain to you what an internet meme is.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck?
That's fine. But no, it was Lawless is a good one. It's about 3 brothers making moonshine, basically.
No thing. May 18th, 2012.
So same year.
So same year.
Okay. Well, there we go.
But Shia LaBeouf is a very interesting character in of himself.
Yes.
Having hired a bunch of people who made a song about him, actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, his motivational speech.
I didn't think he hired them. I thought that was something they just did.
Rob Cantor? I don't
know.
Maybe he might have wrote it, and then all of a sudden when he sang the original, maybe it pulled over to.
I mean, I know Shiloh was not mad at it. He
Yeah, no,
sat there and like nodded.
No, he.
That's from a movie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the clappings that they put in at the end, that's from one of his movies.
I don't believe that.
No, it is. I've seen the movie. I don't remember what it's called, but I've seen the movie. Yeah, it's a scene from a movie. Sorry.
Oh.
Didn't mean to burst your bubble, but I've seen people pull up and play it to him. There's a video of someone pulling up and playing it in their car while sitting next to him in traffic, and he just kind of listens to him. He like kind of nods. So he's at his moments, you know. I mean, he was a child star, you know.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, having to do that many Transformer movies. Next on my list is the Invader Zim movie. We got another little trailer.
We did.
And we got a release date, which I don't have. If you can try to pull that up. But it's coming out, I do believe, August 12th, I want to say.
I want to say that too.
And it's coming to Netflix because they bought it. They didn't make
Oh,
nope,
God.
that's the TV show. But
Do this.
Netflix bought it. They didn't make it. So
August 16th.
August 16th. That was 4 days off.
Ah.
So I'm happy. We're also getting a Rocko's Modern Life movie that yet again they didn't make, but they bought. That's coming to Netflix as well.
Static Cling?
Yeah, I don't know.
Static Cling.
Okay, because I know it's like the Florpus or something like
Enter
that.
the Florpus for that. And then August 9th is when we're getting Rocko's Modern Life Static Cling.
Yeah, I'm going to watch the shit out of both of these.
Oh, I'm going to watch the fuck out of it because all of them are back.
Yeah, Mr. Big Head. Now let's move on to some wholesome news. Something I know you're going to like a lot.
Wholesome?
$5 million has been donated to the animation studio that we spoke about last week that suffered a fire from an arsonist to try to help them and move on and rebuild projects. From what I understand, they lost pretty much everything, including completed films or almost completed films. So the $5 million will hopefully go a long way to get them back into a good standing. You've checked out because you're watching Shia LaBeouf, Real Cannibal.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess the transition between the stage and where he's clapping is seamless. So yeah, I guess I wouldn't have known. I'm sorry.
I was talking about the $5 million raised for the animation studio.
Yes, and I made my nod.
Yeah, they can't hear a nod.
I know. I don't have much to say on it because I'm afraid I'm going to say something wrong.
It's good that people donated that money.
I'm happy to, and I'm hoping that, as I said, they recreate or try to recreate some of the stories that were in progress. Because I had made mention that I was like, oh man, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid season 2 went up in smoke, and I'm like, of course I'm not trying to take away from the lives of the people lost, but it sucks that their creativity is also gone.
Yeah,
you know, so of course that it hits a little harder than what it already did.
And then the last thing I have here is PlayStation Store's summer sale.
It's a big one.
It's going to be for the U.S. It's ushering in AAA sales and everything, and it's going until August 20th at 8 a.m. is when the sale will go down. But it's things like FIFA 19, Grand Theft Auto 5, The Division 2, all of which are up to 75% off.
Oh yeah, there were big numbers.
Yeah, so you can get Ark for $17.49. You can get Red Dead 2 for $38.99. Like, why isn't the sale over on my Xbox?
You know, right?
Because I would buy Red Dead for that price.
Yeah, it's not bad.
The reason I don't buy it on PlayStation is just because the person I'd play with it plays on Xbox. What?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you probably played it with me. Yeah, I was actually talking about James.
Oh. A very good deal on Burnout Paradise remastered for $5.
Well, dude, you got the complete edition of Witcher 3, so that means the DLCs as well, right?
15.
For $15.
Like, this is not a bad sale.
Well, no, wait, complete edition.
Yeah.
For $49.99. Does that come with the DLCs? Are you sure?
Yeah, complete.
Yeah, but $49.99 for the complete edition seems really cheap.
It seems well. It's down to fucking. Let's see. What
That's the
add-ons? No, where does
those are just the languages.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Shut up.
Yeah, no, it said add-ons. So
hold on.
I love that you just selected our birthday as January 1st, 1974.
They don't double check. Like, you want to check my ID, it'll showcase that I'm just as old as that. Shut up.
Okay, so this is the 4K one, yeah.
Hold on. Okay, Pro Enhanced.
So I think that's what the complete edition is.
Because complete.
I know what you're saying. I'm just saying that those DLCs were fucking huge, and the fact that they're getting them for $49.99 rather than even the original game. Well, yeah, 15 now, but it's saying it's knocked down from $49.99.
All adventures.
That's an insane fucking deal already before knocking it down to 15. Like, I already own this game, and I almost want to go and rebuy it just because, like, holy shit.
15.
Game of the year, yeah. $15 for all of that? Fuck yeah.
Everybody, you, Socks, everybody is saying, play this game.
Yeah, I just can't let you borrow mine because I'm not done with it.
That's fine and fair.
Go buy this one for 15.
Socks has it on Steam, so I can just download it on Steam. But it's the fact of the matter, everyone is telling me.
They got it right. Let me just say that. Like, they got it right with this one. You know how you can see a game studio make a game and you're like, oh, you guys were so close to doing it.
And then they're like, well, we got you. Yeah. We'll do it.
We experienced that twice with them with this. And it's like, you're almost there. And then 3 was there.
This is there. Do you think that CD Projekt Red-ish is going to do well on Cyberpunk?
If it's as good as this, yeah. I mean,
okay.
The problem is, I think the issue we're going to run into with Cyberpunk is we still don't necessarily know what to expect from this game.
Okay. We know a little bit.
It's been talked up for how many years now? And now you've got the addedness of Keanu, and the game's still not out.
I say...
We haven't seen gameplay.
I saw a little bit during E3. Okay. A very little bit. It was no hands.
We have no maps. We don't know anything about what the style of this game is going to be.
It's going to be...
Is it open world?
It's going to be open world.
Will it be Skyrim, the size of Witcher?
Unknown.
Okay.
That part I don't know. It's going to be a pretty big metropolis. Okay. So that I'm excited for. The only downside is it showcased a lot of maneuvering and a lot of enhanced gameplay. It didn't show any basic gameplay. So I will admit it didn't show too much. And it showed a lot of just... what do I want to call it? Camera mode, where it didn't show a HUD. It just showed a lot of landscapes and how things worked. I'm excited, but you're right. There's not a lot of gameplay, so I will concur with you on that.
And I'm mad about it because I'm like, fucking show me your game. But I'm not saying that's what's going to kill them. But I'm saying that this game has so much fucking hype now, and we have seen nothing.
Yeah, no, I can.
It very well could be a fucking turd.
Oh, I'm hoping not.
And guess what? It doesn't matter how many copies you sell because there is a return policy.
Yeah, because
we've seen it with plenty of things.
With the numbers going back, it could be a problem.
Look at fucking Anthem.
Oh yeah.
You know, like people returned the shit out of that game.
When you hit me with Anthem, that made me go, that could be because I was hype. You know, I was hyped for Anthem.
I was refusing to get hyped because it seemed too good.
Well, I wasn't saying that because I had a friend who lives elsewhere who says, "Oh yeah, this game's gonna be great." He got in the open beta and he showcased a little bit of it to just only screenshots because that's all you could do.
I was gonna say, don't give any names, don't get him in trouble.
Yeah, no. He just showed me a little bit and then he said, go ahead and get it at launch. I was like, I'm broke, man. This is back when I had a hard
being
time.
a good thing you were broke.
And it ended up being a real good thing. I was broke.
I had a friend. He's still my friend. I have a friend that tagged me and another buddy in a video on Facebook when we first got that first look of like the jetpack thing.
Yeah.
Before they had done any real, like they just kind of let this video out of nowhere. And they're like, it's gonna be better than Destiny.
That was a big statement to say.
Because this is pre-Destiny 2.
Yeah.
So Destiny hadn't fallen yet.
Yeah.
But they're like, it's gonna be bigger than Destiny. It's gonna be better. I'm like,
yeah.
Really? And they're showing this how it looks and everything. I'm like, the problem is when you show that and it's looking that great, I'm like, that's fucking amazing. How much did the computer that's playing on cost?
Yeah.
Because guess what? I can't afford that computer. And my console doesn't run like that computer.
No.
So you can have this beautiful, amazing game, but if it's running on a $6,000 computer, it doesn't fucking matter.
I don't think it's $6,000. No.
But you get my point.
I do get your point.
So a few other things in the sale is Sims 4.
Look at this.
Garden Warfare.
Garden Warfare 2 Deluxe Edition for $1.25.
That's a really good sale on a game that no one plays and is also included in my EA Access.
Okay, well, for EA Access, sure. But now, hold on. I actually didn't mind Garden Warfare 1 and 2.
I never played them, and I'm a huge Plants vs. Zombies fan.
It's take the idea of Plants vs. Zombies, but put it in first-person perspective.
I was going to say, take the idea of Plants vs. Zombies, but put it in Overwatch.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I didn't say it was bad. I just don't know anyone that plays it.
I mean, for a buck and a quarter,
Go get it.
it's a good little screw around game.
You know what pisses me off is Shadow of Mordor's on there. I bought that on fucking PlayStation. But I actually bought it on a really good sale, I think, last summer. So it kind of worked out. I would actually... Rush of Blood would be a good one because I do have the VR. Because I never got it when it was free because I didn't have PlayStation Plus anymore.
Arizona Sunshine, you know my opinion on that game.
What is your opinion on that game?
I fucking love it.
Okay. I was going to say, because I don't know. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, last summer when we went over to your mom's place, we were all done with the pool. I was like, I want to go inside and mess around on the VR. And Arizona was one of the games that I popped in on. And holy crap, I was having fun.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had that kind of fun in ages.
It's definitely enjoyable. I suck at it, though. That's what bugs me.
I'm okay at it.
Go ahead and keep scrolling through this, but Sims 4 being on there made me think of something. They did an update. Didn't really fix anything, but made it to where on our Xboxes, it is now keyboard and mouse compatible.
Holy
shit! Which fixes the control problems that I have with it, which means I could run those fuckers downstairs and play Sims 4 properly, finally. The big problem is I don't think the cords are long enough. I'd be like...
I want to say the keyboard might, the mouse
is not.
The mouse is not.
I'd have to get an extension, which isn't a problem.
No.
Uncharted 4 for $15. That's not bad.
That's if you want to watch a movie for $15.
I mean, comfort your own home.
Yeah, I know, right? Dead by Daylight special for $15.
That's not bad. I actually really enjoyed Dead by Daylight, so. But I think the only issue is that I would want a few characters thrown in.
Persona 5 for $14. I recommend it, even though I still need to finish it.
Little Big Planet 3. I haven't played it, but I've heard great things about Little Big Planet.
Little Big Planet 3 is a good one. Me and Coderboat used to play that number 2 for ages.
Can we be honest for a second?
Yeah.
Last Guardian should be way lower than $11.99.
You are...
Okay, Last Guardian should be way lower than the fact that it's a $20 game still.
Neutral. Reason why is because it's a beautiful game. It's a beautiful...
Broken game.
I wouldn't call it broken. The creature's AI is a little not great.
It kills you constantly.
It has its problems, but at the same time, it's still
This is one of those games where I truly felt lied to.
Do you want to know the reason why I'm trying to defend this game? Because it's made by Team Ico.
Okay.
I fucking love Team Ico.
But do you feel like they lied to us with all the press?
Yes and no.
Like this was
because
used to sell consoles.
You are correct. You are fine in thinking that this is, not worth that. But at the same time, I think they're at least deserving of that price tag. If it was still being sold for $30 and this was the sale price afterwards, I'd be okay with that. Having it be that small of a deal, I'm concurring with, but at the same time, it's still a trial by fire type of game. They threw it out there to see if anyone would bite. I'll admit the AI wasn't perfect, but it's still a very genuine game.
Okay, question then.
Go for it.
Where's the patch to fix the AI?
The reason why I don't think they fixed it is because do you want to tell a creature that doesn't understand you where to go? Think about it like this. You're trying to tell it, hey, go over here. It doesn't understand you. It's literally a goblin and you're trying to speak goblin.
Yeah,
you don't know goblin.
But if I were to jump on something and my dog followed me, he wouldn't push me to my death.
Your dog doesn't also have 200 times your size on you. So.
Good point.
But I get it. I'm right there beside you.
Yeah.
It's a come say, come saw, agree to disagree. But I think that's a fine price tag.
I don't think that's what come say, come saw means.
You don't know what come say, come saw?
I know it. I don't think you used it right. I feel like that's more like I could be wrong.
Oh, I'm not finding what is it that? Come see, come saw?
Yeah.
What does the meaning of that? Neither good nor bad.
Oh, okay. I was thinking more of it as like a... Okay. I guess it kind of is still, yeah.
Oh, Resident Evil 2 on
$36.
That's not bad for the new
really
one.
Good sale.
Bloodborne for $15. I find that fair. I'm hoping that the PlayStation Hits involves the DLC also, because that's...
I think it does. I think... wait a minute. No, PlayStation Hits? I don't think it does. I think PlayStation Hits is just... This was one of the ones
discounts.
that hit big. No, I think PlayStation Hits is like...
The old Hunter.
It's a star of the PlayStation.
Okay, it doesn't.
Yeah, complete edition.
Bundle. But $25 for the Old Hunters, I mean, is fair considering it's $20 alone for that DLC.
Mhm.
So 25 for both the game and the DLC for Old Hunters. I find that fair.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Old Hunters, I have to say, is a really good DLC.
But yet
even
again, I fucking own this. So
Yeah, I know. But
it's
I'm
like
just-
son of a bitch.
But I'm just saying, it's,
So this one pisses me off. Tetris Effect. It's VR Tetris. Why is it normally a $40 fucking game? It's Tetris.
you want my opinion?
What?
They're throwing it out there just to see who will buy it. And
For $40 fucking dollars?
Enter the Gungeon.
They took this to a fucking gaming convention. You realize that?
I do. I get it.
It's Tetris.
It's Tetris. I get it.
You know what's older than Tetris?
Pac-Man?
Pong.
Okay.
It's fucking Tetris. It's been around forever.
I get it. I understand. Enter,
Sorry.
Enter the Gungeon is half off at $7.49. I recommend Enter the Gungeon.
Yeah, I've heard. You've told me about it. I've heard a lot of good things. About it.
I love that it's still getting updates, and with these updates, grant more guns and more everything. This sale is great. This sale
Last
is,
of Us remastered for $15.
Yeah, Human Fall Flat for 6 3/4. I recommend that game if you just want to. If you and a couple friends can throw $6 at PlayStation, I guarantee you will have a lot of laughs.
For people who already own Witcher 3, the Wild Hunt expansion pass, season pass is $10, knocked down from $24.99.
That's a pretty good
That's a really good deal. One of those DLCs is the size of a game.
Yeah, I did. God, this is a really good sale.
And anyone that's broke, you have until I do believe August 8th was the cutoff. Yeah, or August 20th. Sorry.
Oh wow.
August 20th at 8 a.m. So hey, that's a couple paychecks.
That is, yeah.
A little bit off to the side. Buy yourself a bunch of games.
Treat yourself.
Borderlands 2 VR confuses me because I don't know how that would work. It's such a fast-paced game.
I'm sure. We just got Resident Evil 4. You want to know what's weird? From the Japanese to American set, when it's Biohazard, it's all lowercase.
Mhm.
And then when it releases into Resident Evil, most of the games are lowercase. And I've never understood why it does that.
Why it's lowercase on both sides?
Or some of them. Only some of the titles. I don't...
I don't think it's necessarily something they're putting thought into. I think it's when they design the look for the poster is what decides.
Oh, maybe.
You know, it looks good with the font colors and stuff like that. And so this one was lowercase. And there may be more thought than that, but that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, because it's the only game that does it. It's just the weird. It's strange to me. It's 4.
Also, 4 was a big step for them too.
4 was a huge.
So anything to catch your eye, like wait, why does that look different? You know?
Yeah. Okay. Also, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands for $15.
It's just the standard edition, but the standard edition alone is still hours of fun play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love that game.
It's a good game.
I'm hyped for the new one.
And we'll wrap. Fucking A Hat in Time, $15. Oh, I can say that game is great all day. She is the most wholesome thing in the world. If you tell me a Hat Girl is not wholesome, you have just made a mortal enemy. And
A couple weeks ago, we were jamming out to the soundtrack.
Oh yeah,
while going through comic books. That is how much nerdy we are.
Yeah, well, he was trying to find Moon Knight, and I was like, I'll play you some of this, and I played some of the tracks for Death Wish, which is the hard difficulty,
and also the first coffee I ever had on here.
Oh yeah, that's right. And we were just having a good old time. Darkest Dungeon with the Crimson Edition for $12. I love Darkest Dungeon. Whenever I fucking am working on rendering these files, I usually play Darkest Dungeon. Dead Cells.
Because I shut the lights off and lock them in here like it's a dark dungeon.
Yeah, I mean, I've played Darkest Dungeon so long that I literally... That's how I sit in my room, Quincy.
So
you
now,
make it seem like I care.
Scroll up just a little bit.
Yeah.
We are only on page of the matches. We're at 133 to 144 out of 442. We haven't even scratched the surface.
We're not even halfway.
We can't even go through this whole list, though, because time constraints and bathroom breaks.
But one more that I want to mention that's on this page. Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition for $36. You might be saying, wait, that's kind of pricey. No, you got yourself a full-fledged D&D campaign that you can play by yourself if you want to for $36, and I guarantee you it's about the same as a D&D.
How many hours?
How long do I have on How long do I have on fucking Steam? I'll look that up real quick while we finish off on the idea of Divinity.
So yeah, what I saw there that I was going to bring up is there's a bundle pack of Detroit Become Human, Heavy Rain, and Beyond Two Souls
for 12.
for $12.
I mean, to be fair,
$12 to see 3 movies is pretty good.
Heavy Rain, I would say, is in of itself its own.
Yeah,
As much as I
Heavy
don't
Rain
like-
itself is worth $12.
As much as I don't like David Cage, that's not bad. Heavy Rain's the only one of those 3 that I actually fully enjoy, but...
Jason.
Oh,
Sean!
yawn!
Okay.
Let's see. Games own click. Can I get
God, dear Lord, man.
Don't.
Your game's owned
1,051.
not even near how many comics I own.
Oh.
Dude, no. Dude, no.
Okay. What was it?
You're not even counting what's in California.
Divinity. So, okay, that's wrong. That is wrong.
You have 44 hours recorded. You think it's what, double that?
I think it's probably around 70 plus, maybe.
So almost double.
So almost double. Me and Socks go through this. We have a lot of good fun. It's multiplayer, so
then I got a question.
go for it.
What's with the other Divinity 2 that you only got an hour and a half?
Okay, this is the actual direct sequel, and this is like a over-the-shoulder third person. Divinity Original Sin 2 is a top-down isometric that plays like an actual tabletop.
Gotcha.
The Divinity 2 plays like an RPG.
I love
like an action RPG.
that we all put hours into designing a character just to never actually look at them and then put a helmet on them.
I
put
mean,
a lot of hours into Gary's mod.
yeah, and also
And Counter-Strike.
And
I feel like that wrong. I feel like the Counter-Strike number is wrong though.
no, it's right. It's
You
about
don't
right.
think you've done more than that?
1,500 hours is pretty big, my dude.
But think about when you started playing Counter-Strike.
Well, okay, wait. To be fair, I didn't start on Global Offense. I started on Source.
Oh,
and,
okay.
And it wasn't this account. I don't think it was this account that I. Yeah, no, it wasn't this account
Yeah,
when I
because
played
it's only
Source.
at 2.4 hours.
Yeah, no. I played that on another account that I can't get back into. So, oopsie doopsie. But
Boo.
But
How is there a way to see how many hours total you've gamed? It doesn't look like it. Wait, scroll back up. Oh no, that's achievements. Sorry,
yeah.
I saw a big number and I just immediately assumed.
all my cheddar achievements from the other game.
Well, while I trump you in Xbox achievements, you trump me in Steam achievements.
Oh yeah, I do. Over 384 different games. I have 4,578 achievements.
Although over that many games, like, bro, do some achievement hunting.
There's a couple that I 100%ed. I mean, for
I hate how many games I'll never be able to 100% because like how many of them are like online achievements and those servers are dead.
I getcha.
It's like, can we just like drop them off the game then, so I can still 100% the game? Like, if the server goes down, those achievements should disappear.
You know, I'm right there beside you on it. I am right there near you on that set. I put up a couple reviews. Yeah, not a lot. But enough of that. I think we're ready to wrap it up.
Yeah.
I have actually pretty much finished this cup of coffee. And as my actual first full cup of coffee...
You have to shit.
I mean, it's bubbling, but...
That's coffee for you.
It's coffee for me, but it was
Cleans
really
the
good.
pipes.
Wicked Joe, you know how to make a wicked cup of coffee.
And we gave them a shout out on Twitter. If you guys want to follow their Twitter account and kind of see whatever else they have a lot.
They have a lot.
This is my third one on the podcast or fourth one on the podcast?
I want to say fourth. I want to say you've had quite a few on the
And
pod.
I've barely scratched the surface.
Like there's 20?
Lauren's fallen in love with this company. Like, this is her
Dang,
go-to
oh,
company
shit.
now.
Oh God.
Like,
hold on, let's look up Wicked Joe.
every time I'm
flavors.
like, I need a new coffee for the podcast, she goes, we can see what Wicked Joe has. I'm like, I don't want to be the Wicked Joe podcast, though. Like, I want to, but I have to give a shout out to the others, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh, all kinds of goodies. He pulled up their website, and I'm just falling in love.
Yeah. What is?
Their bars are right there.
I know, but I was looking at.
Oh, they
this,
have teas.
too. They have teas. Wicked Leaf. Holy shit! We can just shop through them.
Okay.
Also, shop. Single origins.
Okay, single origins.
So
I think
okay,
No, that's
these are the flavors.
okay. Yeah. So oh fuck. Okay.
So 9. So 3, 6.
So that's 9 in their single origins, and then
And
pull up the
blends.
blends. Yep.
3, 6, 7 of those.
7 blends,
Ooh.
and I'm slowly working my way through those.
Yeah, these two look familiar. I know you've had the Wicked French and the Wicked Italian.
Yeah, Wicked French is actually still in my cabinet, and
Yeah.
I finished the Wicked Italian.
and then this is the one you have here.
Yep.
So
The Bella Maria.
first tracks, and this one just looks dark just because of its bag.
It's got a wild berry in it.
Oh. Shop, and then decaf. We're not gonna go there.
I'll eventually do them.
Really?
Yeah, I've got to do everything, man.
You don't have to do everything. If it makes you
No, that's what I said. I've got to do everything. Like that's what I decided. That's why I had a fucking mushroom coffee last week.
Okay, well then one of they're both flavors you've already had just in decaf. One is a Wicked French, and one's the Bella Maria.
What I could do
we're having right now
is I could make a cup of both, decaf and regular, and see if I notice the difference.
Okay.
Because I will tell you right now, I have never had decaf coffee in my entire life, unless a waitress fucked up and I didn't realize it.
And yeah, I guess you wouldn't have realized it if it was that good of coffee.
Or the fact that it's diner coffee. Most diner coffee sucks.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they've got plenty. And now we got to look for their teas. Maybe they have them at Sprouts where I get the coffee.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
That's it. Thanks, guys. We'll have even more news. Go get yourself some cheap games on you PlayStation players.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe Xbox will feel the heat from this so we can get some good deals there, too. All right. That's it for us.
That's it for us. Resident Evil 2 is a remake?